Salem, King City Chrysler Center, and People's National Bank. We now take you to the SSM Health broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
Good evening from Blyer Field in Carbondale tonight. It's the Mount Vernon Rams looking for their first South 7 Conference win against the Carbondale Terriers. To do it, they're going to do it on the road, where the Rams have had some success. They've had a couple of conference games in their under their belts already. The Althoff Crusaders and Marion Wildcats both proved to be too tough. But a Carbondale team comes in tonight here on their home floor. It's not basketball season yet, here on their home gridiron, of course. And the Rams look to knock them off. 4-1 are the Terriers, of course, a Terrier team that lost in conference play to the Cahokia Comanches, so they do have a win as well against the Centralia Orphans. And a Terrier team much improved under Brian Lee. We'll talk about all of that coming up on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. I'm Chris Hugo with Kyle Norris alongside Grant Smith back at the Mount Vernon studio. Zach Mattmiller taking care of the video angles on WMIXsports.com tonight. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Rams football coach Jared Kessler right here. It's from the Saturday Sports Show this past week. We'll check in with Coach K, see what he has to say about tonight's game against the Carbondale Terriers. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Here at Community First Bank, we're proud to make a difference in the community we serve. For us, it's not just strictly about financial goals. We measure our success by fulfilling our mission of caring for our customers and our community. We do that first, and all the other pieces fall into place. We care for our community, and they care for us. And as of the end of last year, we employ 44 local employees with 871 years of combined experience, all to serve you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
Hi, Roy Smith with King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Introducing Ram Power Days with huge savings on in-stock Ram trucks. Like on the 2018 Ram 1500 regular cab two-wheel drive Tradesman, MSRP is $31,380. Sale price is $23,999. That's a total savings of $7,381. Our 2018 Ram 1500 crew cab 4x4 Bighorn, MSRP is $48,960. A sale price of only $37,951. That's an astonishing $11,009 of savings. Or on the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn, with an MSRP of $51,580, it can be yours for just $40,999. If you've been waiting on buying your next Ram truck, don't wait any longer. The time to own is now. The double-digit savings is here during Ram Power Days, going on right now here at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
The Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
Welcome back to the Landers Collision Center's pregame show from Carbondale tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams ready for the Carbondale Terriers. Rams still seek their first South 7 win of the year. Hope a very good Carbondale team will provide some respite. Kyle Norris had an opportunity to talk about this Carbondale crew with Coach Jared Kessler on this past Saturday sports show this past week. They also talked about the health of this Rams team and the Ram offense. It's all right here from the Saturday sports show this past week.
Coach, the boys had a tough matchup in Marion last night. They fall 56-14. And, that Marion defense, they're just so fast. And it really did seem like, comparing Althoff and Marion, your guys did, it seemed like, at least, they played a little bit better against Marion than in the Althoff game.
Yeah, I don't feel that, like I said before, we didn't show up, for the Althoff game. And, I feel like that as a coach, I mainly didn't prepare him for that game, and I take ownership of that. But, last night's game started off not so good, but, we kept fighting, and it's tough to play a team like Marion at their place, and with the injuries we have, and I felt like our kids, fought a lot harder this week than last.
Well, and one of the things that I was really trying to emphasize on the broadcast last night in that second half, granted, yes, it was Marion's second-team defense, but you also have to remember that the guys had scored 2 offensive touchdowns coming into last night, and Evan Leake and Isaiah Dameron both got rushing touchdowns. Yes, it was against the second-team defense, but the thing I was emphasizing is that could really be a confidence booster for the first-team offense, since both of them play first-team offense, going into Carbondale. How important was finally breaking through and getting those offensive scores, do you think, for your offense?
Yeah, I think we focused a lot on our running game this week. Evan throws a good ball, for a guy that's never played quarterback, but our focus was our running game, and we wanted to mix it up a little bit, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. We had a couple scores on the ground, and that can be a big boost for them. We've been struggling, and we're trying to find our niche, and it's hard to do that when week to week you're losing guys and key guys at that, and you got to almost go back to the drawing board week to week, and I felt like we were successful on the ground most of the time, and getting those scores on the ground, I think is positive, and hopefully it carries into Carbondale.
And, of course, that Marion program, they have been to the playoffs every year since 2005, and that's obviously the type of program you're looking to build at Mount Vernon. But is going down to Marion, showing them the tradition that is they show it all over that stadium. And so is going down there, letting the kids see that, and, of course, playing Kerry Martin's Wildcats. Is that something where you say to the kids, this is what we want, this is what we want our program to become?
Definitely. Kerry Martin's run a really good program for a lot of years, and he's done that, at several places he's been to over the years. And, we want to get to that point, and, it takes kids, showing up last night with only dressing 27 kids is not going to do it. Football, you need 85 kids out, and we're nowhere near that. And I'm hoping if we can get the culture changed, and kids want to be a part of it, and it'd be nice to get some more wins, and that always helps. But this year so far, we've just been getting banged up, and taking a toll on us a little bit, but the kids still fighting, and the kids that are injured are wanting to get back as soon as possible, and help turn the program around. And but yeah, being at a nice stadium like that, and being around a good program is always a goal that I've set for myself and for this program. And but you gotta have kids coming out and participating in football to build a program like that. So long way to go.
Well, next up on the schedule is a road trip down to Carbondale. This Carbondale team, they've been improving the past few years, and they did lose to Cahokia last night, but they're going to be looking for win number 5 against your Rams next Friday night. What are you expecting from the Terriers?
I mean, they got a lot more talent this year. The coach has been doing a good job down there, and we're I'm going to go sit down right now and watch film and put a game plan together and do some laundry and but I mean they're a talented bunch and right now our focus is getting our guys ready and understanding the playbook and trying to build on what we have and if we play the best game that we can play and coaches can prepare these kids for their best game, we're always going to have a chance to win. And so we got a really important week this week, and the coaches know it, and I think the kids are ready for it. So Carbondale's going to do what they do, and we got to show up and play our best game.
My guest here, Coach K. It's Kessler's Corner of the program here on the Saturday Sports Show. Coach, what, as of right now, obviously, you're still going to be looking through the film, but what's going to be the emphasis at practice here this week?
It's got to be focusing on the kids and their knowledge of the game and the knowledge of the playbook. We went into Marion last night, banged up and we've had to simplify our playbooks and that's going to hurt us. And we got to get these kids understanding different concepts and a lot of these kids weren't getting a lot of reps, 3 weeks ago and here lately they've been getting all the reps and they're asking questions and they're wanting to know every little thing and that's good and it's just going to take some time and so that's what the focus is this week is trying to get these kids to understand every aspect of the playbook and game. So our playbook opens up a little more this week and we can start executing different calls. Unlike last night where I was calling different coverages and blitz packages in front and I realized real quick that with the kids we had in there, they just weren't ready for all that. So I had to simplify it down, which gave Terry Martin an opportunity to punch us and I couldn't punch back and so that hurt us a little bit. So we got to get these kids ready. They know the basics, but we got to be able to run more than the basics to be good teams, and so we got to get that done. And offensively, we need to keep mixing it up with our passing game and our option and our run game. So if we can balance out our offense a little bit, I think we'll be able to attack Carbondale, and I'm hoping when they watch film on Evan that they're going to have to take into account that we got a running quarterback now, and he can run the ball well, and he's that double threat on offense, so that helps us. So we got to focus on that as well.
Absolutely. My unofficial stat book said Evan Leak had almost 150 yards rushing last night, so definitely a good night again for Evan Leak. And Coach, let's get to that social media question of the week here. I'm pretty sure I probably know the answer to this question, but what is your favorite season of the year? Spring, summer, fall, or winter?
Well, I guess it'd have to be fall. That's a no-brainer for me. I seem to wait for fall all year and love watching football, college football, and there's nothing better than coaching kids to play the game. So fall's definitely the answer.
I'm not surprised at all. My guest here, Jared Kessler, the Mount Vernon Rams football coach. As always, thanks for giving us some time out of your Saturday, Coach.
All right. Thanks a lot.
That was Jared Kessler with Kyle Norris on the Saturday Sports Show this past week. What's to come tonight? We shall find out as the Mount Vernon Rams prepare for the Carbondale Terriers. Kickoff is coming up at the top of the hour, right here on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and of course worldwide at WMIXsports.com. Still ahead, we have your Munkin Buick GMC Toyota keys to the game, as well as the Josh Finley Country Financial starting lineups. It's all coming up on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Take your crew to the next Rams game in a new swagger wagon from Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Save thousands on every new Toyota seeing in stock, like stock number T1845 with an MSRP of $34,999 and a sale price of $29,468. That's a savings of over $5,500, including the Toyota rebate. Stop by and see us just off exit 95 from 57, or shop online at MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com. We're a new dealer on a new adventure with a new way for you to buy a car.
Get your registration appointment today for spring classes at Wren Lake College. Sophomores can begin enrolling October 10th with open registration starting October 22nd. With over 100 degree and certificate programs, Wren Lake College can put you on the fast track to a new career or continue your education. Registration continues through December 21st for classes starting January 14th. Call 618-437-5321 to set up an appointment. Wren Lake College. Your journey starts here.
Fall brings changing leaves, pumpkins, cooler temperatures, and bonfires. To celebrate, People's National Bank is offering 2 great CD specials for you to rake in the rates. Choose between a 13-month CD at 1.67% annual percentage yield or a 25-month CD at 2.17% APY. Hurry in today to rake in this deal. Stop by one of our 24 People's National Bank locations and open a 13 or 25-month CD today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, APY accurate as of September 25th, 2018. $500 to open and obtain APY.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com tonight. I'm Chris Hugo. Kyle Norris is alongside the Mount Vernon Rams at Blyer Field, where they battled the 4-1 Carbondale Terriers. A 1-1 Terrier team in the South 7 Conference lost to Cahokia a week ago. A Cahokia team that is atop the conference race right now. The Rams, meanwhile, are 1-4 on the year. They are 0-2 in the South 7 Conference after back-to-back losses to the Marion Wildcats and, before that, the Althoff Crusaders in Week 4 at home. Kyle, as we continue on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show for the Rams, obviously it's disappointment. 0-2 in the conference. Tough losses to both Althoff and Marion in subsequent weeks, but a Ram team that is anything but healthy.
No, absolutely not. And the first thing I asked Coach Kessler when I went down and got his starting lineup is, how's the health status? Any better? And his answer was, well, no. So, this team is fighting injuries. Once again, Evan Leak is the starting quarterback, which, again, he's an athlete. He can play just any position on the field. It's just when you're healthy, he's not the starting quarterback. He's more like the fourth string starting quarterback. And so, this team just fighting the injury bug. And also, another example of that, there is a junior on the starting lineup tonight where Coach told me, he's the fifth string cornerback. So, it's not just at the quarterback position. It is all over the field that this team is just fighting the injury bug.
Well, it's a struggle, the struggle bus, if you will, in terms of this Ram health. And injuries will happen in the game of football, but injuries when they deplete your unit make things a little bit tougher. Not making excuses for this Ram team, of course, as we look around the South 7 in Week 6. Centralia heads to the top-ranked Cahokia, at least top team in the South 7 in terms of record right now. Marion will head to Althoff tonight. Of course, the Rams are here in Carbondale. So the Orphans have their work cut out for them on the road tonight. Marion and Althoff could be an interesting one. They both have nice wins in the conference, of course. But you look at the mess that is the South 7. You have a 2-0, a 0-2, and everybody else 1-1.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight, just because the conference is all tangled up. And, the game that really just messed with the entire conference last week was when Centralia beat Althoff by 2 touchdowns. We have no idea what to think of this Centralia team, and we have no idea what to think of this Althoff team, because, of course, Althoff beat Mount Vernon 41-0 and then lose to a Centralia team that everyone talked about how down they were. Now Centralia is looking like they might have a shot to maybe finish middle of the pack in the conference, and now Althoff may not even make the playoffs with a 1-4 record. And so this is, as I've said every week, high school football, not just in the South 7 Conference, but in Southern Illinois this year, has just been weird.
Certainly has. And, of course, we're not going to be weird. We need to take another break here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. It's coming right up. We'll come back. We'll talk some more. Still have your Munkin Toyota Buick GMC keys to the game coming up. We'll take that break. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
With the new Ridgeline, Honda did not set out to build the typical pickup truck. Instead, they designed a capable, innovative, stylish truck that could only come from Honda. Hi, Roy Smith with Roy Smith Honda. The new Honda Ridgeline offers the most passenger volume in its class with comfortable 5-passenger cabin and offers features you just can't find on any other pickup, like a dual action tailgate, lockable in-bed trunk, and truck bed audio. Every Ridgeline offers a capable 3.5-liter V6 with 280 horsepower, capable of towing up to 5,000 pounds. We did not forget about safety either, with available Honda Sensing that provides peace of mind with collision mitigation braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control. Stop in today and drive yours during our September to Remember Honda Ridgeline sales event right here at Roy Smith Honda, 1705 West Fayette in Effingham, Illinois.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem, your iCar Gold Class collision repair experts. It doesn't matter if your ex-girlfriend took a Louisville Slugger to your driver's rearview mirror and door, your toddler decided to turn your interior into an art museum, or the husband backed over your neighbor's garbage cans this morning. We are fully equipped to get you back on the road faster, regardless of the damage. Trained iCar collision repair technicians, great relationships with insurance companies, courtesy loaner cars, and easy access to rentals are just a few at what make us the best at what we do. So if your buddy decides to Tommy Boy your truck door into a gas station pump, or attempt the infamous Kiki challenge at a high rate of speed, just remember, Landers Collision Centers is here to help. Big or small, we tow and fix them all. Just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams on the road here in Carbondale against the Terriers. We're in your SSM Health broadcast booth for this Landers Collision Center's pregame show, celebrating 30 years in business. The iCar Gold Class experts, Landers Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. Find out more at landersauto.com. Plenty to do, so much to see, so much to discuss. The Munkin Toyota Buick GMC keys to the game are going to be coming your way in just a moment as we pause to honor America from Carbondale. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon.
Come in and check out our great selection of pre-owned. We've got a huge selection of cars with remaining factory warranties. We also have some cars that fit into, lower end budgets. So whatever you're looking for, come and check us out or check out our website at schmidtchevrolet.com because we've got a great selection of pre-owned vehicles right now.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Houle, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Hey, sports fans, it's your local State Farm agent, Tony Will. As an athlete, if you want to be successful on the field, on the court, or on the diamond, it takes a good plan, a team working together, and a good coach. At State Farm, we believe in that same approach. Protecting your family from everyday risk doesn't just happen. If your insurance plan isn't working, or if you're going at it alone, let me introduce you to my team. We want to be your coach and get a strategy that works for you. Find me online, stop by my office, or just look for the Jeep. I'll be glad to help.
When you're the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant, you're on top of your game, and that's Joe's Pizza. Where else can you go to get the great, superb Chicago-style pizza and amazing pastas? Yup, Joe's is the place. Joe's features homemade sauces from the Trappiano family's secret recipe. At Joe's, you can dine in, carry out, order online, and they deliver to just about anywhere. Experience pizza the way it was meant to be. Joe's Pizza, 819 Jordan in Mount Vernon.
Now, back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, or watch live tonight at WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo, Cal Norris alongside for this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. We owe you keys to the game tonight, sponsored by Munkin Toyota Buick GMC, and peace of mind comes standard at Munkin Toyota with the Toyota Care Plan. You're covered with maintenance and roadside assistance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Find out more at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Let's get the keys to tonight's game.
Well, first key, I'm going to take a look back at that one win of the year against Triad, and that first key is going to be the defense must force turnovers. Help this offense as much as possible as they try to look to build momentum. And, of course, that Triad win was because of so many defensive turnovers and scores. And secondly, this has been a key just about every week, but you know what? I mean, it's a key again. Find that offensive momentum. But last week, the offense finally started moving the ball consistently late. Yes, it was against Marion's second-string defense, but take any positive you can get and build on the 2 scores, offensive scores you put on Marion last week. Hopefully they can do that, possibly put some offensive scores here early in this one against the Terriers.
Fill out an online credit application and get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Everything's fast and convenient at Munkin Toyota Mount Vernon.com. We owe you some lineups tonight. We'll get to those just as soon as we can. Sponsored by Country Financial Agent Josh Finley in Mount Vernon. It looks like the Rams will
receive.
Yeah. Meet the Ram offense when they take the field. Actually, Carbondale's not even taking the field. Let's meet the Rams offense.
All right, starters tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams. Quarterback tonight, Evan Leak, the sophomore. One running back tonight, that is number 3, Eli Badger. 4 wide receivers tonight for the Rams. Number 5, Amir Spann. Number 6, James Ware. Number 8, back in the lineup, Kaija Banda, Spartacus. And finally, number 9, David Maxwell. Your offensive line tonight consists of number 65, Gabe Taylor. Number 66, DeMarcus Craig. Number 67, Augie Carnes. Number 74, Devin Edwards. And the center is number 68, Javen Jones.
Starting lineup sponsored by Josh Finley at Country Financial. Talk to him about how he can help ensure that future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like. To help protect what matters most, call Josh Finley from Country Financial, 242-4024. It'll be Macy Davis to kick off, and the Terriers choose to go onside with it. It looks like they may have recovered. Nope. Say it went out of bounds before the recovery. It will be a penalty. Wait. Now what? Carbondale's sideline made it look like they thought they'd recovered an onside kick. Then a flag thrown. But then a judge. Okay, so maybe the Rams recovered inbounds.
But then what's the penalty?
Exactly. Hence the confusion on my part. Community First Bank of the Heartland. No penalty. It's where local matters. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Nina proud to be supporters of Mount Vernon Rams football where local matters. Okay.
Good field position for the Rams.
They'll take it.
And, probably my guess, Brian Lee thought, this offense hasn't really scored much this year. Who cares if we give them good field position?
Solid logic, of course, from Brian Lee. So many great years at Chester. Comes over here after Carbondale had 4 coaches in 4 years and is trying to solidify this program. Okay, so a penalty applied. It'll take the Rams to start past midfield. They'll be at the 46 in Carbondale territory. Ball in the near hash as we move left to right here in the first quarter. For the Rams, quarterback Evan Leak. All right, there we go. 1st and 10 for the Rams. We are just underway here from Carbondale. Fresh 12 on the clock as we get underway. 3 backs in the backfield. It'll be a handoff of the left side for Spartacus. Trying to break through past the 45. Leaps forward to about the 44, maybe the 43 for a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Rams here, just underway from Carbondale. Glad to be with you from the SSM Health broadcast booth. Chris Hugo, Kyle Norris alongside on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Double tight set here for the Rams. Amir Span on the right side. And now handoff coming again. They sniff out Badger in the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss at about the 48-yard line. So all of that will make it a loss of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Rams. WMIX Mount Vernon, free service from Withers Broadcasting as we hit the top of the 7 o'clock hour here in Jackson County.
And right now, Brian Lee's logic, while very creative and not ordinary, it's looking good right now. Mount Vernon still not finding that offensive rhythm.
Certainly not, and may spread it out here. Shelby checks into the ball game for the Rams as a back. Nope, they'll still be double tight. Out of the gun for Leak on 3rd and 12 from the Carbondale 48-yard line, near the near hash on the spot. And it's going to be a QB keeper, sweep by Leak. Shakes a tackle, but tackled for maybe a gain of 2 to make it 4th and 10. So, good move by Leak, trying to make something work out there. And almost had it, as we will drop to about the 10-minute mark here on 4th and 10. The Terriers will have Corey Blythe to return the punt, as Leak will be standing at about the 42 in Mount Vernon territory between the hashes. Here's the punt. Blythe stands at about the 10. He'll come up to get it about the 12. Threw his hands into the end zone. He did not touch it. It'll be a touchback.
That nearly just stopped right at the 1-yard line, but
it
took that extra bounce, unfortunately, for the Mount Vernon Rams.
And now for the Terriers, it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20 as they'll get the football. We need to meet the Terrier offense, sponsored by Josh Finley, Country Financial.
And leading the charge tonight for the Carbondale Terriers is their quarterback, a senior, number 2, Jakiba Burley. 2 running backs, number 4, Tavares Macklin, and number 18, Corey Blythe. 3 receivers, Javen Love, Clayton Greer, and Austin Relaford. In the offensive line, Rockin' Paulson, number 50, Omar Nasir, number 52, Faye Grant, 53, Malik Lester, 58, and Jake Brantley, 76.
Well, so many teams out of the pistol now. The Terriers, one of them, is Burley, will hand off inside. This will be a nice run to about the 25, down to about the 28-yard line for a gain of 8. On the ground for Tavares Macklin. And so it'll be 2nd and short now for the Terriers. 9:47 mark of the first quarter. No score in this South Summit Conference showdown between these two teams. 2 left, 2 right for the Terriers out of the pistol set. Another inside handoff. This time, nice little roll to the right side off tackle for first down yardage. This time it was Corey Blythe. So Blythe will get the pickup of the first down. It'll be a gain of about 5 or so. It'll be 1st and 10 for Carbondale as the chains will move here with 9:34 to go in this scoreless first quarter. We're live from the SSM Health broadcast booth. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Rams need a healing stop here, and this will be a quarterback keeper. There goes Burley up the middle, 40, 45, looking to get to midfield between the hashes.
They stripped it.
And the Rams will strip it, as that is stripped by Mr. Span, as he will get to about the 45, down to the 43, where the Rams will force the turnover and take over first down.
You see Burley just running, and then next thing you know, Amir Span's around the other way, and he has the football in his hand. It's just like, what? What just happened?
We get scores from around the area. Plenty of games tonight, especially in the South Summit Conference. Of course, every team in the midst of conference play, unless you're an independent. Or unless you have a conference with an odd number of teams. As the Rams will look to go double tight again, left and right. Maybe not. Nope. Banda, Shelby, Badger your backs for the quarterback, Evan Leak, the sophomore. The 4th-string quarterback, but 1st-string athlete, gets to start again tonight. He'll roll right side, and now he's brought down at the 45 for a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. Not a sack. He was well out of the pocket, committed to the run. And the loss of 2 makes it 2nd and 12. No score. 9:05 to go in the first as the Rams have taken over after Span strips the football from the quarterback, Burley. Amir split to the right side. Ware to the left. Right slot for Spartacus. Single back set out of the gun for Leak with 8:38 to go in the first. It'll be third down and long, and now second and long, as the handoff will go up the middle to Badger. Gets to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Mount Vernon Rams. Community First Bank takes pride in supporting their communities. Various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action, and there's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football.
It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Rams.
Didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 11 here. Banda and Span split to the right, Ware to the left. It'll just be straight gun here for the Rams. Badger the back for the quarterback Leak. Here's the snap. He'll drop and throw right side. Completed about the 35-yard line for Span to the 30. Outside of the hash, drops it to 0 and 30. Call that the 29. Gain of 14 through the air for Amir Span. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. So now the Rams offense starting to get some things done. They see old number 5 in them orange pants. White top, black numerics trimmed in orange. The black helmet as Span comes up with the grab. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams here.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Our next broadcast will be Monday night. Lady Rams will welcome, I believe, Mount Carmel into Shagnon Gym. Video only. So stream only at WMIXsports.com.
It is Mount Carmel.
The Lady Aces. Out of the gun for Leak. It's been working so far. Left and right on the split. And now the snap. It's going to be a sweep to the right side for Badger. He'll get to the 25. Gain of 3. They might give him 24 on the leap. Gain of 4. It'll bring up, I believe, 2nd and 6 for the Rams. We'll drop to the 7:18 mark. We could bust these walls open and these windows out. It'd be a nice, cool night here in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Otherwise, a bit balmy here.
Just a wee bit humid in this little room.
So now out of the gun, Leak the quarterback. Is it going to be a sweep Badger left side? It will. He'll slip. He'll fall. It's a loss. Loss of, let's say about 6. Bring up 3rd and long. There's a flag late. There's also a lot of blowing of whistles.
I don't think that's going to necessarily be a loss of 6 unless the penalty's on Mount Vernon. I think it's only going to maybe be a loss of 1, maybe 2.
See what the officials rule here. We can tell you sports injuries happen, and boy, do the Rams know it. And when they do, you need the Saturday morning sports clinic from 8 until 11 inside the main lobby of Crossroads Community Hospital. Walk in, no appointment needed. Treatment by Jason Doris on site with same-day x-rays, MRIs, and CTs. Get back in the game faster and safely with Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital. We certainly hope those Rams who are ailing start to feel better. And it looks like this is going to be a personal foul on the Terriers, and they'll march the Rams down 15.
God, that is huge right now for the Mount Vernon Rams. You are in the red zone. The Carbondale Terriers let you in the red zone. Take it. Score.
So on the personal foul, the Rams are in the red zone now on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper for Leak shakes the defender inside the 15 to about the 12. Gain of a couple to bring up 2nd and 8. As the Rams are trying to get in the end zone and score first on these Carbondale Terriers.
Also 56, A.J. Terminated on the tackle.
Let's see. Maxwell splitting off to the left side, Span to the right. Left slot, it'll be Ware for the Rams. Quarterback is Leak, the running back. Eli Badger awaiting the snap on 2nd and 8. And there's a flag on the play as they will have Badger up the middle. But there's 2 flags, probably the same flag for the same play.
And my guess is it's probably holding.
There are a couple blatant ones. We'll see which one they pick. It will be against the Rams. It'll come back.
Well, so much for that momentum.
Rams will go with the same set while the officials sort out the yellow laundry on the field. Chris Hugo, Kyle Norris alongside. Grant Smith back at the Mount Vernon studio tonight. Zach Mattmiller with us in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Rams will be home next week against the Carbondale Terriers.
Cahokia.
How about Cahokia Comanches? We're in Carbondale right now. Looking at the Terriers. Wiping the sweat off my brow. Should have worn a headband tonight so it doesn't get my eyes.
Would have been the best looking broadcaster in football.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for the Rams. Quarterback is Leak. Badger will switch sides in this shotgun set. Here's the snap. He's looking left. He'll roll right. Now scoots past the defender. He's going to find some running room to the left side. He stretches out the field. He is inside the 15. Shakes a man at about the 10. Now lunges forward between the 10 and the goal line. I think he's inside the 5. We'll get a ruling on exactly where that is. That was great work by Evan Leak.
Man, he just found a hole and he took it. He did get some help from his teammates on some blocks. And, man, a great play there from the Mount Vernon offense. And it does look like they're taking some momentum that they built last week against Marion and putting it up against the Carbondale Terriers.
Looks like a 19-yard gain on the ground by Evan Leak. So it'll be 1st and goal from the Rams from the Carbondale 3. They'll have Banda split to the right side. Shelby a fullback here out of the eye. Under center is Leak. As we have 5:15 to go in the quarter. And looks like maybe a quarterback keeper, but it won't matter because there's a flag. I have a feeling, a hunch, this could be against the Rams.
There's a flag on the play.
So 5:12 mark in the first quarter, scoreless ball game. Terriers on their opening. Rams went 3 and out on their opening drive. Terriers had the ball stripped. Burley was running forward, and Span just took it away, and that's the drive we're on right now. But 1st and goal will become 1st and goal from the 8. As a 5-yard penalty will put the Rams at the 8-yard line. So we'll do it over again on 1st and goal. Homecoming night here, Carbondale. Their dance presumably tomorrow.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
So this is where we begin either the long pregame or long halftime part of the season. I believe next week is homecoming for the Rams. I'll double check that. Don't want to spew out inaccurate information. It's on my calendar, which isn't here. 4:47 left on 1st and goal from the 8. And now looking downfield, I have a feeling it's going to be all for 9 on this one. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 10 here on the loss of 2 as Leak is going to be brought down pretty quickly.
54 Will Bolton with the initial hit. That backs the Rams up to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
So for the Rams on 2nd and goal from about the 10. Leak the lone back, 3 right, 1 left. He's rolling to the right side looking for a target. Nobody's open. He's rolling right. He's at the 20. Now back to the 15, to the 10. He'll at least maybe get a slight gain on this one as he gets ahead to about the 7. Maybe a gain of 3 would bring up 3rd and goal for the Rams. A little bit closer. That one was almost a disaster, almost a broken play. Even though everybody was following their assignment, just nobody open. Good coverage from the Terriers.
It'll be 3rd and goal for the Rams from the 8-yard line.
Rams will spread it out here for the Leak, the quarterback. Out of the gun, single back. Badger on 3rd and goal. Rolling to the right side to pass. Looks left. It's going to be batted away. That's a great job by Carbondale. The linebacker had come in, got an arm up, and batted the pass down. It'll be 4th and goal for the Rams now. Scoreless game here in the first quarter from Blyer Field. 3:49 left to go in this opening quarter.
4th and goal for the Rams.
Rams have it about the 8-yard line. 4th and goal from the 8, and of course they will go for it.
And with how the Mount Vernon offense has been this season, this could be a game-defining play right here. This may be the closest Mount Vernon gets if they can't find momentum here later on in this ball game. So let's see if they can find their way into the end zone. They need to do it.
Video streaming presented by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on that college education. 3:49 left to go in the first. Snap out of the gun. Leak shakes the defender in the backfield. Might have some running room up the middle. Now Shami's left. There's going to be a hold on the play, though, as he's into the end zone. However, I don't think this one's going to count, as Leak would have an 8-yard touchdown. They've already waved it off. And there's going to be a hold against the Rams on 4th down to push it back.
That's just unfortunate.
Early indication, at least.
That is just unfortunate right there for the Mount Vernon Rams. The last thing you needed.
The last thing you needed was a Barney Fife. Shoot yourself in the foot.
The call on the field is holding against the
And that's exactly what happens. It'll wipe that one off of the board. Scoreboard updates throughout the night will be sponsored by State Farm agent Tony Wilt. Glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. So all the way back to the 20. It'll be 4th and goal for the Rams. Of course, they will go for it here. Banda and Span to the right side, 3 to the left. Empty backfield out of the gun for Evan Leake. His left target is Maxwell. Ware and Badger. And now he shakes off a couple defenders, and Leake is going to be brought down. He's flushed out of the pocket, brought down for a loss at about the 30. It'll be a loss of 10, and the Terriers will have 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line as they take over with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Scoreless so far as Carbondale's turned it over, and the Rams haven't been able to do anything offensively.
Well, they were, except another score-killing penalty, and that's the last thing. I'm sure Coach Kessler is pulling his hair out over there.
Homecoming is next week. Or as the kids say, Hoko.
Try to be hip.
Yeah, Terriers. That's Burley, and now a jet sweep coming to the near side. Made more of an end around for Carbondale. I was so caught up in the pronunciation and which syllable to stress. I think Relaford got the carry, got them to about the 36. Gain of 6 will make it 2nd and 4 now for Carbondale. 3:14 to play in the first quarter. Terry offense trying to move the football. All this action sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland and Mountford and Dix Woodlawn and Ina. Now the pistol's going to be a handoff coming to the near side. Is this Macklin? No, it's not. This is Blythe, and he'll get to the near side. 40 all the way down to the 44.
Handoff to number 18.
Gain of 7 will give it first down yardage. So
Terrier, first down.
this time Corey Blythe gets a Terrier first down with a gain of 7, and now 2:57 to go in the first. Still no score here at Frank Blyer Field. Carbondale High School on a chilly night in Jackson County. In motion. End around for Greer. He'll roll to the right side. And the Rams do a great job of coming up with that one at about the 42-yard line. Who all was in on that? I saw Badger. I thought I saw Belangi. I think Owens might have been the third man in on that.
One thing Mount Vernon's got to like about this game right now is the pace of play. This is exactly what they want to do, given they like running the ball.
Out of the pistol, 3 left, 1 to the right. Looking left side to pass. And that one's going to be complete to Newell. Newell, the receiver at midfield, going to get 5 extra yards to the 45. So that will be a gain of 13.
To number 3, LaShawn Newell.
So the 6-foot wide receiver comes up with that one, the junior. It'll be a fresh set of downs for the Terriers as we'll drop below the 2-minute mark on this drive. No score yet in the first quarter. That could have been a lot worse. Out of the gun, single back, 2 left, 2 right are the receivers. And this is going to be a carry by Blythe. He has some running room, 40 down to the 35, still on his feet at the 30. Shakes a tackle down to the 25, 24. He's brought down finally by Weston Riding. So Riding will pick up the tackle as Blythe gets a nice run. They're going to say the 25.
Corey Blythe at about the 30-yard line on that run. He just pulled off a video game-like spin. Wow.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
So out of the pistol this time. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. A couple of backs in the backfield for Burley, the QB. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff, and what a nice move by Macklin. He made something out of nothing there. I know it was only a couple of yards, but that one was destined for a loss. Well, my depth perception being what it is. Yeah, it's a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 now for Carbondale. Minute 25 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless so far, ladies and gentlemen, from Blyer Field in Carbondale. Rams will have Cahokia on homecoming night. Thanks, Grant Smith, for the tidbit. Next Friday night, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Myself, Doug Dunahee on the call. Is up the left side. A little off-tackle run by the Terriers. That's Blythe again, down to the 20. Gain of 3, 3rd and 5.
And now Mount Vernon has a chance to stop these Carbondale Terriers. They absolutely need a stop right now. They have forced 1 turnover. Turnover, of course, would be nice, but definitely a stop right here.
3rd and 5 for the Terriers. Ball on the Mount Vernon 20. And they will get Mount Vernon to flinch. I don't think the Terriers went first. I think the Rams were offside, unfortunately.
That shouldn't give Carbondale a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and inches.
They're on the ugly side of 5 yards, but we'll see if they give it to them.
There's a flag on the play.
We shall see.
They are not. 3rd and inches.
Either way, the Rams do them a favor, so not as far to go. The back in the backfield this time is Tavares Macklin for Burley. Newell, the left receiver, 3 to the right now for Carbondale. Brian Lee's crew trying to march downfield with a half minute to go in the first quarter, trying to get a score in before the end of 1. Inside the red zone now for the 15, between the hashes on the spot. Nice drop there for Burley, the quarterback. Ooh, completed pass. That's a nice find. It'll be Macklin, and he will run into the right side of the end zone with 14 seconds left for the score. That's a 15-yard touchdown pass, I believe. I am incorrect on the numbers. No, it was Macklin. I was right the first time. Those numbers are not the easiest to read. That font face, I'm telling you.
Well, given that the numbers are the same color and it's like a grayish outline on those numbers, yeah, it's not great.
So now, the Terriers will try the PAT. As Grant will come on. Nope. This will be Macy Davis for the PAT. It's up and it looks good. It'll be 7-0. Carbondale has a couple of kickers, and the scouting report indicated that more than likely kickoff and I was told possibly extra points might be Grant. Might have read the email wrong, too. That's always a possibility. You get a couple thousand of those a day. You're bound to, a lot of them junk. You're bound to read them the wrong way once in a while. And so now the Rams will get the football. 14.1 seconds to go in the first quarter, trailing 7-0 to the Terriers. Homecoming night here in Carbondale. The cheerleaders, of course, wearing shirts that correspond with class color.
We have some homecoming.
Blue seniors, red juniors, yellow sophomores, green freshmen, if I remember right. It's been many moons ago.
The juniors won the homecoming shopping cart decorating contest.
Juniors won the shopping cart contest. Hopefully they'll obtain those legally.
And will receive a pizza party on October 12th.
It's amazing how easy shopping carts can disappear in some circles. 14.1 seconds to go. 7-0 score here in the first quarter. Macy Davis to kick off for the Terriers. Leak and Dameron back to return. It's not going to matter. It's onside, and it looks like the Terriers do have it this time. Don't make a liar out of me, or please do make a liar out of me, Rams.
Terrier number 12, Macy Davis.
A Ram did get their hands on it. I just don't know if they ended up with it.
They did.
It'll be first and 10 Rams.
I think that was Gabe Taylor.
It is Gabe Taylor. And
making a liar out of me, and that's A-OK with 11.4 seconds to go in the first quarter.
But the thing is, the Rams, they have to capitalize. Brian Lee right now is saying, one, obviously he has confidence in his defense, but he thinks these Mount Vernon Rams cannot move the ball at all if he's going to onside kick for every drive here early. Make him look bad, Mount Vernon offense.
Let's see if they do. One of the good guys in the Saturday Sports Show, but Rams love to make him a bad guy on this Friday night.
They're both going to be on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow.
There we go. Sponsored by Crossroads Community Hospital. More on that in a moment as the Rams have the football. Quarterback, Leak. This will be given to Badger. And shaking like a rag doll for about a 6-yard loss. Back to about the 44-yard line. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. We're after 1 in Carbondale. The Mount Vernon Rams trail the home team. Your score, 7-0. We'll take a break. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
At Community First Bank, we don't just say we care about our community, we live it. 2018 is the year of you, and with our Local Matters campaign, we are thanking you for shopping local and supporting our local communities. Join us throughout the year as we spotlight local businesses, host special events, and celebrate being part of the communities we serve. With 5 banking locations and 7 ATMs, we offer the largest network of banking facilities in the Jefferson County community. At Community First, we really do strive to put the community first in everything we do. Community First Bank, where local matters.
Have you checked your calendar? It's National Care Stand Month at One Stop Flooring America. This is the perfect time to buy the soft, luxurious new Care Stand carpet you've always wanted. At One Stop Flooring America, we have the lowest prices of the season on our entire line of Karastan carpets. Plus, get up to $1,000 back in Karastan rebates. Remember, we measure for free and offer a lifetime installation guarantee. So much to choose from and so much to save during National Karastan Month at One Stop Flooring America, 318 South 10th Street, Mount Vernon, 242-5712.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Yeah, it's Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Yes.
I don't know, man. There we go. Ooh, Chris Hugo, Kyle Norris alongside AM 940, 96.5 FM.
Thank you to the CCHS Art Club for
Rams, I believe, will have it 2nd and 15 from their own 44-yard line.
Speaking of homecoming, the dance is tomorrow night from 8 to 11 p.m.
Not a bad first quarter for either team. It just took Carbondale longer to score, and the Rams are still trying to move this football.
And to confirm what you said earlier, Carbondale's homecoming dance is tomorrow night.
I would hope so.
No, I know a school that doesn't do it that way.
There are a few that don't do it that way, and your boy Hugo disagrees.
Well, I mean, I disagree too, but...
3 to the right, 1 to the left, out of the gun for Leak, as he's going to roll to the left side at about the 40. Now trying to get to the near half. Good cut to the 45, midfield, back to the 45-40. Carbondale territory 35, pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 24 on the ground for Evan Leak with 11:49 to go, and that's a great first play, barring any penalties, to start the quarter.
For a long gain, he's pushed out of bounds by number 15, Marty Pinnock.
Hope my math is right. I'm trying to tweet at WMIX Sports.
They're going to give him a little more distance than you gave him, is what it looks to me like.
Kind of chintzy.
No, never mind. The down marker guy was getting a little ahead of himself. 24-yard gain for Evan Leak.
So now they'll send Spartacus out to the right side all the way. Maxwell and Ware to the left, tight right. That's going to be a sweet play to the right side for Badger. Has some running room, instead cuts maybe a little too soon, and that'll be a short gain.
To number 3, Eli Badger.
Maybe to about the 27. And gain of 4. Let's make it 2nd and 6.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the
Get you a
Rams.
scoreboard update from somewhere. Benton leads Harrisburg 6-0 after 1. Marion leads Althoff 7-0. That's after 1. Scoreboard update sponsored by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm. Rams trailing 7-0 on 2nd and 6 in Carbondale territory. Two-step drop, and what a good one that was by Leak. The pass is going to be complete to the right side. I think that's Spann. He was about the 20-yard line, maybe inside it to the 18, gain of about 10.
Pass is complete to number 5, Amir Spann.
It was Amir Spann. Those orange sleeves
By the Terriers,
give it away.
but after a first down, Rams.
Spann and Rams basketball look to take the floor not too long from now. Would love to get to a point where maybe they're talking about a 5-4 finish of the season, rattle off 4 straight. Maybe look to the playoffs. 2 right, 2 left for the Rams. Out of the pistol for the quarterback, Evan Leak. His back is Badger with 10:40 left to go in the first half, trailing 7-0. Carry left side, and now maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Hand off to number 3, Eli.
Maybe. Nope, loss of 1. They have the ball on the 12 on the scoreboard, and that's messing with my depth perception.
Yeah, because they lined up at the 18.
I'm going to say the ball's at the 19, and that it is 2nd and 11. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Community First Bank of the Heartlands, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Next Lady Ram broadcast Monday night. Lady Aces of Mount Carmel come to town. Roll to the right side for Leak. He's going to keep it himself. Has first down yardage. If he slips out of bounds, he will. He's tackled, but it'll be a gain of about 12 for Leak up the right side. It is Mount Carmel. Don't call it Mount Carmel. FYI. No emphasis on the syllable.
Mount Carmel and the alma mater played each other for a few years. Yes, Southwest Illinois versus Southeast Illinois, but for some reason they liked making the drive to each other for a few years there.
How about Northwest Southern Illinois?
Northwest.
Southeast Southern Illinois. Let's overcomplicate it as much as possible because that's what I like to do.
Okay.
But no, you're right. Southwest Illinois and Southeast Illinois. Long drive for each of those two teams. Of course, I saw Mount Carmel upset by Mascoutah in the 2006 playoffs on a very cold Saturday in November. As this will be, I have no idea what any of that's about. Is this going to be a leak right up the middle? Ooh, shoestring tackle on a nice leap there by the Carbondale linebacker. And Leak, I think, dove within the 5. Not about the 3 or so.
Tackled by number 22, Aaron Taylor.
So it'll be second and goal. Oh, heck, he got all the way to the 1.
Yeah, that was a touchdown saving shoestring tackle right there.
I formation for the Rams. Leak under center. 1 to the right. That's Dameron. And now maybe a fumbled handoff here. We'll see who ends up with it on second and goal from the 1-yard line. It's going to come back a little bit if the Rams keep it. Rend Lake College presents our video streaming. Log on to WMIXsports.com to watch us online or log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on your college education. Rend Lake College, your journey starts here.
That makes it 3rd and goal for the Rams.
Rams got to close. They've got to be able to finish a drive.
3rd and goal from the 4, and the snap will go. Whoa, it's going to be Spartacus on the handoff. But Banda may be a no gain there. It'll be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. So Banda comes up with a run here on a sweep play to the left side with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter of a 7-love ball game. The Rams trailing the Terriers. The Terriers got on the board near the end of the first quarter, about 14 seconds left. Rams got the ball back and now trying to make something happen here in this even-numbered quarter with 7:46 left to go in the first half. 7-0 game. Rams have 4th and goal from the 4-yard line, moving right to left. Banda and Span to the right.
I'd be stunned if it's anything other than Evan Leak trying to get it in himself.
We'll see. Shelby going to give a block. Over to the right side, rolling is Leak, and he's going to be picked off of the end zone. Running it back, Carbondale. Uh-oh, this could be a pick 6 of 100 yards. And the Terriers are running it back. The Terrier corner at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a score. That's going to be about a 100-yard kickoff return. Pick 6, if you will, for Javon Love. And the Terriers, I don't see any flags. The Terriers are going to make it 13-0.
It was so close to being a tie game. That is just, God, that's a heartbreaker right there for the Mount Vernon Rams.
Love just stepped in front and took it back to the house. And now it'll be Macy Davis on for the point after try. Macy Davis is a 5'11 sophomore. Not sure if she plays the basketball or not for Mary Alice Jenkins come wintertime. But 5'11, I could imagine she could be useful. And now the kick. Span almost blocks it. That one might tinker through the upright. Might have clanged off, but it went through, and it's 14-0. Of course, Carbondale, a team that's annually had women on their football team, women wrestlers.
And it's awesome to see.
Cannot remember the first name. The Reagan girl, of course, not many years ago. Of course, Faye Reagan, the successful volleyball coach here. And then you also, I think, Jennifer Stanley before that. Then Reagan, the wrestling coach as well. But Carbondale, a long-time tradition in unifying sports. Community First Bank of the Heartland is in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina, and they believe that there is no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football, where local matters. They'd love to be a part of the action. Donations, sponsorships, partnerships. Thank them for partnering with us to bring you Rams sports on the radio and in high definition at WMIXsports.com. We've put a lot into the high definition over the summer, so without people like them, we would not have been able. As Davis will kick off.
And I wonder what Carbondale's going to do here.
I say go for the onside. That's where my money is. 14-0 Terriers after the pick 6 of about 100 yards. Leak almost threaded the needle on that one. Oh, I like it. A little trickery, but it's going to bounce off of a Ram at about the 45, and the Terriers are going to come up with it. Weston Riding had it bounce off his chest on a bad hop. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Brian Lee. As that'll be Macy Davis, who did the old switcheroo. I don't even see who ended up kicking it off. Probably Grant, 53.
I've never seen anything like that. Ever. That really is Brian Lee, apparently.
Flag on the play, however. It's worth the price of admission right there. I'm not going to lie to you.
I thought baseball was one of those sports that you could see something new every night. Apparently that goes for high school football, too. It's just, you never know what you're going to see on a Friday night.
I got in free tonight, but I'd pay to see that again. As the Terriers will kick off, 7:11 to go here in the first half. 14-zip Carbondale. A pick six from about the goal line by Javon Love has been the difference. Well, it's not the difference in this one, but man, it'll make you feel like it. Will the Terriers try another onside? Might as well. 7:10 to go here in the first half.
Now let's pay attention to who actually kicks the ball.
I don't think they do that exact same thing again, but they will try to go onside. Good hands there by the Rams. That'll be about the 45-yard line in Carbondale territory, but even with the recovery by one of the call-ups there.
Is down by number 20, Dante Lawless.
So Lawless will come up with the pickup on that one. Give the Rams good field position, but that's the thing, as we talked about multiple times throughout the broadcast so far, is Brian Lee has been telling the Rams, here it is.
Score.
Do something with it. And unfortunately, they've not been able to score.
And they've come close twice. They were stopped on fourth at the 8-yard line, and then Evan Leake just threw a pick on fourth that ran 100 yards for a touchdown.
We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth tonight. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Inside handoff to Badger. So far, a gain of 1 as he'll get 2. Oh, he might have only gotten to the 44 from where they're standing. So no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. 14-0 Carbondale with about 6:53 left to go in the first half. I have the Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show coming up at the break. People's choice for Italian every weekend. Fridays it's the family combo, while Saturdays feature 2 large unlimited topping pizzas, and Sunday comes with 2 large 2 toppings and an app. Take your friends and head to Joe's Pizzas off of the square on Jordan Street in Mount Vernon. Out of the pistol, the Rams. Rolling to the right side is Leak. Looking downfield. It's going to be a heave to span. He'll be completed about the 10. All he has to do is run forward into the end zone for the score. 44-yard toss, but there is a flag at about the 31.
Oh, that was beautiful by the Mount Vernon offense. And there's a flag.
Well, sir. I don't know what Crossroads can do about a bruised ego, but for any sports-related injury, you need the Saturday Morning Sports Clinic from 8 until 11 inside the main lobby of Crossroads Community Hospital.
That was the most excited I've seen the Mount Vernon bench all season in this flag. Every time. Every time.
That was a great grab and catch and run by Amir Span. Of course, it's 8 until 11 on that sports clinic tomorrow. On-site MRIs, CTs, X-rays. Jason Doris will be there waiting from 8 until 11. Now come back. So we'll take the 44-yard touchdown off of the scoreboard.
Mount Vernon can't catch a break.
Then it'll go back to midfield between the hashes.
Any kind of break. Amir Span beat his coverage by about 10 yards.
The Rams will have it second at about 14. Well, so Span will go off back into the right slot.
If it makes them feel any better, they still have 6 points on the scoreboard. They don't actually have 6 points.
And now to play action, they're going to swallow up Leak for another loss. It'll be 3rd and probably about 19, maybe 20.
Terrier number 56, A.J. Turbin, and number 25, Tavares Hill.
So they'll back him up to about Elkville. And it'll be 3rd and 17. 5:56 to go in the first half, 14-6 score. The Rams.
Now 14-0.
I read the scoreboard like a teleprompter. You'll hear me say that a lot. 14-0. Terriers on top. 5:43 to go in the first half. As Badger will get the sweep to the right side. And now midfield. The run up the right hash down about the 47. Rams trail by a pair of touchdowns here on this chilly Friday night in Carbondale. It'll be 4th down and a little bit closer, but it'll still be quite the distance of about 13 yards for the Rams to get a first down. 5:14 to go in this first half. Maxwell will be split to the left side, Span to the right side. This punt protection team for Evan Leake on 4th and 12 from near midfield at the Carbondale 47. About to burn a timeout here more than likely as the Rams uncertain.
I think the Rams had 12 players on the field, and it was Jalen Shelby that was running off, I think, as the 12th man, and that's why they were burning that timeout. And I think now head coach Brian Lee is trying to get the attention of the scoreboard operator. Yeah, they finally gotten that touchdown taken off, but Mount Vernon did score for about 2 minutes according to the scoreboard.
Timeout sponsor First Mid Bank and Trust is ready to serve all of your banking needs. With online and mobile banking, you can bank with First Mid anytime from anywhere. Visit firstmid.com today. I don't even want to know. As a cable has appeared in front of us from the depths of nowhere.
Well, that's because it's our cable. Hugo?
I realize that. So, extended timeout here.
Maybe I should tell you who's on the sports show tomorrow.
I would like that.
All right, so like I said, we're going to have Jared Kessler and Brian Lee, both head coaches from this ball game tonight. We will have Sam Root, Woodlawn Baseball, talk about the fall season. We'll have Jeffrey Tolliver, Salem Boys Golf, Quinn McClure, Mount Vernon Golf, also Lonnie Lewis, Carlisle Volleyball, and Alyssa Williams, Benton Girls Tennis. That's your lineup tomorrow for the Saturday Sports Show presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
So for the Rams now, we're back to 4th down. Not that we left it, we just had a timeout. 4th and 12, 4:48 to go. It's a 14-0 game here in Carbondale.
Number 10, Evan Leake, back to punt.
Leake will punt. And the Rams will fake. Badger to pass, he's going to be sacked. Carbondale will take over at the Mount Vernon 48, 1st and 10 with 4:40 left to go.
So the Mount Vernon offense trying to pull a Carbondale Brian Lee type fake, and I think Mount Vernon's offensive coordinator over there was expecting him to just throw it because he was not happy when Eli Badger faked it and hesitated.
He didn't see the man coming from behind, and ordinarily that's usually how it works. Terriers on 1st and 10, looking for a pass to the flat. It'll be complete to Greer. Running up the right side, he's the 40. Going to try to bulldoze his way to about the 36. Be first down yardage, about a 15-yard gain for Carbondale. Coming up on the Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show, we'll recap the first half. Question's going to be for now is what will that halftime score be? Of course, Community First Bank of the Heartland is at Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Right now, 14-0 the score. 4:36 to go here in the first half. Terriers on top with the football. An injured dog on the field, and the staff will tend to him. So they'll do some things there. 14-0 Carbondale on top. We're in the second quarter. And for the Mount Vernon Rams, unable to get anything done on offense, and then a special teams play there where they tried to fake a punt.
Oh, man, I think that's Jakiba Burley for Carbondale. That is not good for the Carbondale Terriers.
And of course, we won't speculate on what it could or may or may not be, but certainly hope that he is okay. You do not. Don't wish injuries on anybody, obviously.
Actually, that is not number 2. That's number 5. That's Javon Love. He, of course, ran that 100-yard INT back, and now he is getting help back to the sideline.
Terriers have the football on the 36, 1st and 10. They're in Mount Vernon territory, up 14-0 with 4:36 left to go in this first half. Clock will wind. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Burley, the back out of the gun. Quarterback, I should say, out of the gun. The back is Corey Blythe. The snap. Blythe will get the run up the left side, trying to stretch out the field. Winding's made the initial contact. Maxwell gets the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Carbondale. The clock will drop below the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter, and give the Ram defense a lot of credit. They've really not broken much here tonight. One score, of course, belongs to them, but the other one was a defensive score for the Terriers.
And think about it this way. If it weren't for 2 penalties, it'd be 14-14.
It's a great way to look at it.
Not if you're Jared Kessler, but
if you like to rationalize, find a deeper meaning within life on 2nd and 11, that's it. Looking to the left side, that one's going to be caught at the shoestrings. Great shoe top catch there by the Terriers up the left sideline. Brought down by about 4 Rams, gain of maybe about 3, as Relaford will make the catch. It'll bring up 3rd down with 3:33 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Terriers.
Welcome to WMIX Sports, where we are finding the deeper meaning of life.
You bet. That long, winding road to self-actualization. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, out of the pistol set. 3:14 to go, 3rd and 11 for Carbondale. We're going to have a flag, delay of game more than... No, it's not delay of game.
There's a flag on the
Yeah, there's 11 seconds left on the play clock, so...
That was just the only one I could come up with.
Nope, that's going to be on Mount Vernon.
Offside somehow. I didn't see it because obviously I wasn't looking for it. I didn't even see a hard count or anything like that, but it'll be 3rd and 3 after the 5-yard penalty. Burley, the quarterback, out of the gun. 3 right, 1 left. He'll roll to the right side. The Rams are going to break through the line. This is going to be an off-balance throw. That's a great catch. Up the right sideline at the 20. Relaford, an incredible catch. His back to the sideline. The boom lowered by the Ram call-up. Number 40.
Go ahead and say this. Coach Kessler gave us the warning. There's a lot of freshmen not on the roster in this lineup tonight because of the health issues.
Now 1st and 10 for Carbondale from the 20-yard line. Out of the pistol. 3 left, 1 to the right. Burley, the quarterback. 3 minutes to go in the half. Up 14-0. 1st and 10. Gets the snap and turnaround handoff coming. Blythe up the middle. Well, turned into the middle, I should say, inside the 15. See where they spot this football. Probably about the 13, maybe the 12. It's going to be 2nd and about 4, so a gain of 6.
2nd down and 4 for the Terriers.
Community First Bank of the Heartland is where local matters. Proud sponsors of Mount Vernon Rams football. Great action, of course. They love to be a part of the action. 1 left, 3 to the right. How about the other way around? 1 right, 3 to the left. Pass in the flat is going to be complete by Carbondale. However, we're going to have a penalty flag.
I would think that one's a hold, but...
Burley's pass is complete to number 6, Clayton Greer.
So that was Greer on the catch, but doesn't get much out of it thanks to the penalty. Glad to have you in the SSM Health broadcast booth. I'm reminded back at the studio, young man Grant Smith and I have pledged at one point to do a philosophy podcast.
Is that going to be sponsored by The Way of Life?
I'm sure we can find a sponsor. 2:22 to go in the first half.
I might sponsor it, just have my name associated with The Way of Life.
I don't remember what our name for it was going to be. I do remember the discussion. 2:22 to go in the half. Carbondale will bounce back to about 2nd and 15 here from around the 25. Ball is outside the far hash as they move left to right. Looking deep downfield. What a play and what a route toward the flag, but ball that was intended, I think, for Greer will fall incomplete and stop the clock with 2:10 remaining. It'll be 4th, how about 3rd and 13? 3rd and 14.
I will sponsor it and pay for it to be called The Way of Life.
Well, I have to look into all the copyrights and things like that, see what's available.
Mount Vernon defense right now looking for the way to get their team on the board. The way of offensive life.
3 right, 1 to the left. Out of the pistol here for Burley. Relaford in the right slot here for the Terriers. 3rd and 14. Play clock is at 10 with 2:10 to go in the half. Up a pair of touchdowns. Zip pass into flat, complete to Greer, but that's a great tackle by number 40 again at about the 25. So it'll be 4th down for the Terriers with less than 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 14-0 score. We're in the first half.
And we've got another, I think that's another Terrier down.
That pass was complete to number 6, Clayton Greer. He's tackled for no gain. We have an official timeout on the field.
So timeout on the field thanks to the injured Terrier.
And you hate seeing players getting injured like this in their own homecoming game, especially.
Extra long Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show coming up, thanks to the homecoming festivities here at Carbondale Community High School. Try to remember our next broadcast from here. Obviously, it's in basketball season. Just looking at the schedules the other day, but in one eye and out the other, unfortunately.
We'll be releasing a full Mount Vernon Rams, Lady Rams schedule, plus the showcase schedule will be coming, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Will be soon. Schedule collecting process.
ADs, if you have your schedule, email Hugo at mywithersradio.com.
I think we got them.
Oh, we do?
I think we got all the showcase folks.
Oh, good.
1 left, 3 to the right for the Terriers. Hoping for more Rams football. Would love to have basketball and football on WMIX at the same time. Always been a goal of mine. 1:42 to go. Drop back to pass. Burley looking for the right side. Relaford in the back of the end zone. There's Amir Span to save the day. Emphatically bats it away with 1:36 left. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams for the Carbondale 30-26.
And one thing I can absolutely guarantee you, there is no way in the world that's ever being called pass interference because there was no contact. He just went in and swatted that ball away. Never even touched the guy.
Amir knew he had a great angle on it and celebrated in the back of the end zone just by waving his arms. Incomplete. And now the Rams trailing 14-0. Second quarter late. Have the football 1st and 10. And we'll see if they start to look downfield. Community First Bank of the Heartland loves to partner, sponsor, donate with the local community. They just love to be a part of the action. And they feel as if there is no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football. It's where local matters. The leak out of the pistol, going to keep it himself, running to the right side, breaks a tackle now, trying to cut back to that sideline after coming near hash, and shy of the 30, gain of about 4. At least that's my spot. With 1:20 left to go in this second quarter. Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show coming up at the break. Halftime festivities, marching band performance also coming up at the half. Beware to the left. Span and company to the right. Badger the back for the quarterback leak on 2nd and 7 with less than a minute to go. They're from the Mount Vernon 27. Looking downfield, breaking a tackle. Leak, good move with the body down to the 40-yard lines where he'll run. He'll fumble the football.
There's a fumble on the play.
Terriers will pick it up inside the Mount Vernon 44-yard line with 44.6 seconds to go. And
Number 8, Tremel Truitt.
have a feeling that we're going to see a couple of quick heaves downfield.
Number 8, Tremel Truitt with the fumble recovery as well.
We're going to have a flag on the play. After the play.
It'll be 1st and 10 Terriers. There is a flag on the play. There's a flag after the play.
There we go. He made the same mistake I did.
Well, that's not going to give the ball back to Mount Vernon, but at least it's going to make it a deeper heave that Carbondale's going to need.
Oh, the officials and I didn't see the same thing, so that's good. That's great that we didn't see the same thing, because mine would have been a penalty on the Rams. Instead, it's going to back it up for the Terriers. Deeper field position here. They'll be backed up to their own 42.
Foul against the Terriers.
All right. Rams get a break, at least from my peepers. With 44.6 seconds left to go in the second quarter, 14-0. Carbondale on top. And going to make it a little tougher to get downfield with 44 seconds, but they're capable. Burley with a single back out of the gun. 2 left, 2 right, other targets. Man in motion will be Relaford. Fake handoff, and now gives to Blythe up the left sideline to midfield, down to the 45. Tight ropes down to about the 42. We'll see where they really spot it. Oh, come on. He got further than that. First down, though, for the Terriers. They'll pause the clock with 36.8 seconds left. Carbondale up 14 love.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Terriers.
36.8 seconds left to go in the first half. Ball on the Mount Vernon 47, 1st and 10 for Carbondale. Burley out of the pistol. Going to roll right side here. Going to keep it himself. Midfield 45, 40. Leans his head into the play, gets down to the 39. Carbondale does have a timeout, 2 of them, now down to 1. First Mid-Bank and Trust sponsors our timeouts here, and that's going to be shy of a first down. It'll be about a 7-yard gain, if that. Not a bad run for Burley.
And let's also just give a note of the good sportsmanship there. Burley, of course, put his helmet right into him to try and plow through the Mount Vernon defender, which, looking at the roster, he's one of the call-ups. He's not on there. But it's number 20 for the Mount Vernon Rams and Burley, both giving each other a helmet tap after that play, saying, it's just football. We're good. We're gooch.
If you'd like to earn $80 per year just for making everyday purchases, stop by First Mid at the corner of 34th and Broadway and talk about the money-saving benefits that come with Premier Checking. That was a premier play by Burley, as the quarterback was able to get some on the play. Not as many as I thought. They're going to give him to the 40 to make it 2nd and 4. The pitch. Talking about some soccer over the PA. I think Carbondale plays Altsoff tomorrow. I believe that's also a failed Fox drama series. The pitch.
I think, yeah.
Mark Paul Gosselaar and some others. As if we were supposed to believe Zach Morris is a Padres catcher. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback is Burley. 2-step. Oh, they're giving chase the Rams. Almost plow him down, but he's going to find some running room up at the left sideline. First down yardage, maybe more, as he'll step out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Gain will be of about 14 with 18.2 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
And I'm sure Mason Johnston right there is thinking, man, if I just made that hit in the backfield, it'd be a 20-yard difference.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the
So the Terriers do have 2 timeouts. Pardon me, the Rams just 1. Carbondale had 3. The scoreboard was quicker than I was on that last timeout. 3 right, 1 left of the Carbondale targets. Blythe, the back in the backfield for Burley, the QB, out of the gun. 2-step drop. Now looking for the heave down to the right side. There's Macklin. It's out of his reach in the end zone with 12.1 seconds left. We'll stop the clock on 2nd and 10 now with the ball at the 23.
No one was covering Macklin. Luckily, the throw there from Burley was just a little too far.
They've been trying to get something done on that flag route. That was a flag slant that time, and all of a sudden you start to find yourself wondering if he's going to throw a fade, but he threw it. Had too much on it. Otherwise would have had Macklin in the far corner of the end zone. 12.1 ticks to go on this second quarter clock. 2nd and 10 for the Terriers from the Mount Vernon 23. Ball on the far hash. 3 right, 1 left are your targets. Your fear if you're the Rams is eventually that play is going to work. Handoff up the middle, inside handoff, gets inside the 20. Presumably a timeout, Terriers with 7.7 seconds left to go. And this timeout sponsored by First Mid Illinois Bank and Trust. At First Mid, they're putting you first. You can count on familiar faces providing friendly banking service. Stop by First Mid at the corner of South 34th and Broadway to talk with Michelle, Shelley, and the entire First Mid team today. We're late in the second quarter here from Carbondale. Rams trail the Terriers 14-0.
Right now, they're hoping it is 14-0 going into the break. Now, granted, could be 14-14, but if you can hold them right here, keep them from going in the end zone, that would be a huge break. And again, maybe, just maybe, something that Mount Vernon can use to build momentum in the second half. Carbondale will get the ball first in the second half, though.
Could be key, especially if the Terriers can give up back on the board here. Blythe will be the back. Relaford, Macklin, Greer, I believe, on the right side. For Burley with 7.9 seconds left to go here in the first half. 14-0. Two-step drop. And he'll get one off toward the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Clock will stop with 2.2 seconds left. It'll be fourth down.
Burley's fastball is incomplete, intended for number 7, Austin Rutherford.
Well, the half is here. Right here, the last play, regardless. 2.2 seconds left. 4th and 6 for the Terriers from the Mount Vernon 19-yard line. This may be the field goal unit that comes out. Macy Davis will try the field goal attempt. Probably about 36 yards, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that looks like about 36 yards. Actually, they're going to put it at the 25, so 35 yards.
35-yard field goal. We're between the hashes. The Terriers. Macy Davis, a sophomore, on the attempt. There's the snap. The hold looks good. The kick is up, and it is going to just sneak over the crossbar. 17-0 Carbondale. A 35-yard field goal by Macy Davis. 17-0 Carbondale. Here at the half. So as time expires in our first half of football, a sophomore nails a 35-yard field goal to end the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with that Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report. Again, at the half, it's Carbondale 17, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Get out and ride this fall in a Jeep from Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. It's Jeep Adventure Days. Your adventure starts now with a fantastic deal on a new Jeep from Holzhauer's. Tax, title, license, and dock not included. Rebates and discounts haven't applied. See us on Facebook or go to holzhauers.com. Save an all-new Chrysler inventory during the Jeep Adventure Days at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, Route 127 North in Nashville.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Stop in today at the Renly College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the golf outlet located in the Renly College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
When you're the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant, you're on top of your game, and that's Joe's Pizza. Where else can you go to get the great, superb Chicago-style pizza and amazing pastas? Yup, Joe's is the place. Joe's features homemade sauces from the Trumpiano family's secret recipe. At Joe's, you can dine in, carry out, order online, and they deliver to just about anywhere. Experience pizza the way it was meant to be. Joe's Pizza, 819 Jordan in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show starts now.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. 17-0 at the half. The Carbondale Terriers with the lead over the Mount Vernon Rams. This is your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report. I'm Chris Hugo. Kyle Norris is alongside. Grant Smith is back at the Mount Vernon studio. Zach Matt Miller is with us in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Extended halftime here at Carbondale. It is Terrier homecoming this weekend, and of course they're announcing everybody, attendance, candidates, politicians, just about everything here. By that I mean their student council.
Well,
but
it
was the first half of football that's going to take a while to get to the second half of football, but for the Mount Vernon Rams, that may not be such a bad thing. Get a chance to rest up a little bit, get a chance to talk some things over in the locker room.
You know, you got to look at this first half, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. really 2 penalties are the reason why this isn't a 3-point game. They had 2 touchdowns taken off the board. One was an Evan Leak 8-yard rushing touchdown taken off the board by a holding penalty. And then they had a 45-yard passing touchdown from Leak to Span. Span was wide open, had 10 yards between him and everyone else. And, of course, that one was called back because of holding. And so it's 17-0, but it could just as easily be 17-14.
Well, it could, and you look at those penalties called back, and I feel like on the one drive, was that the same drive where Span's touchdown was called back and then later a pick six for 100 yards? Is that the same drive?
That may have been, yeah.
Man, you think back to how different it could be, and it may be different. It may be 14-7 or 14-10, pardon me, after Macy Davis nails a 35-yarder to end the first half. Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show will continue. We need to take a quick break. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
This is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. We believe in promoting the growth of the ag community by supporting our local 4-H and FFA organizations. We know they are the future of agriculture. And when it comes to agriculture, Community First Bank has deep roots in Southern Illinois. We are committed to providing the combination of competitive rates, quick decision-making, and a local agricultural understanding you won't find at large corporate banks. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina, where local matters.
When you think about planning for tomorrow, it may seem overwhelming. At Country Financial, we have a suggestion. Don't get overwhelmed, get started. Because when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Country Financial. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Please visit my office at Historic 1004 Main Street, Mount Vernon, or call 242-4024.
The Saturday Morning Sports Clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Extended halftime, Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. Here in Carbondale, in the SSM Health broadcast booth, as the homecoming court still being announced. Here from the land of the Terriers. Oh, man.
Land of a bunch of dogs with the Salukis in town, too. Just saying.
Absolutely.
They like their dogs. But if you look at that first half stat-wise, Evan Leak, again, he really is leading the charge here for this Mount Vernon Rams team. He's got 53 yards rushing, and that's even after a few losses on some of those rushes. And then, of course, not many passes. He's 2 for 4, 30 yards. Both of those passes went to Amir Span. And if you think about it this way, Amir Span could have 3 receptions, 75 yards, but still 2 receptions, 30 yards. He had a big touchdown-saving deflection at the end of that second quarter. Amir Span having himself a game as well here on Carbondale's homecoming night.
He's definitely looked good tonight, both defensively and offensively. Had that touchdown, of course, called back, and, you know, frustrating as that may be, Amir has definitely looked pretty good. If you want real Chicago-style pizza, Joe's Pizza is the place. Fresh salads and garlic breads complement that amazing Chicago-style pie. Joe's Pizza voted the People's Choice, just off of the square in Mount Vernon. They're still introducing the King and Queen candidates and attendance and whatnot here from Carbondale. Here at halftime, the Terriers lead your Mount Vernon Rams 17-0 here at WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We'll take a quick break. We will come back, and we'll get you some scores from around the area. It's 17-0 here. Stay tuned to get it from everywhere else. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. This is Rams football, powered by Community First Bank.
Have you checked your calendar? It's National Care Stand Month at One Stop Flooring America. This is the perfect time to buy the soft, luxurious new Care Stand carpet you've always wanted. At One Stop Flooring America, we have the lowest prices of the season on our entire line of Care Stand carpets. Plus, get up to $1,000 back in Karastan rebates. Remember, we measure for free and offer a lifetime installation guarantee. So much to choose from and so much to save during National Karastan Month at One Stop Flooring America, 318 South 10th Street, Mount Vernon, 242-5712.
Hi, Roy Smith, Ford Square, Mount Vernon, and it's SUV season. Stop in today and check out our great savings on everything from the EcoSport to the full-size Ford Expedition. The all-new EcoSport is designed for endless possibilities, sporting a compact look with a spacious interior. The Ford Escape is the perfect partner for spur-of-the-moment adventuring with comfortable seating for 5 passengers. To add a bit of luxury to your drive, check out the Ford Edge, a beautifully sculptured exterior with a luxury accommodating interior. The 2018 Ford Explorer is out with a fresh new attitude and offers seating for up to 7 passengers. And last but not least, the most interior space and luxury drive, try the full-size Ford Expedition. Right now, we have a limited number of certificates from $3,250 to $7,250. When these certificates are gone, so are the savings. Start your savings right here at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Hool, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 or FM, WMIXsports.com. 17-0, Carbondale leads your Mount Vernon Rams. Here at the half, elsewhere, Marion leads Althoff 17-0 in the second quarter. At halftime, Harrisburg a 21-12 leader over Benton. Johnston City leads Carmi-White County 28-20 at the half. McLeansboro, otherwise known to you as Hamilton County, leads Vienna Goreville at the half 28-8. After 3, Salem leads Westmont, whoever that is, 34-13. DuQuoin a 14-0 lead over Sparta at the half. At one time, would have known exactly who Westmont was. Unfortunately, those days have come and gone for this guy. That half, El Dorado leads CZR 30-0. Also at the half, Fairfield. Wait a second.
You want to know where
careful.
Westmont is? It's
Yeah,
a Chicago suburb.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, it's a Chicago suburb.
Okay. Where?
Just west of the city of Chicago.
Okay.
Near Downers Grove.
Well, I know where Quincy Notre Dame is. They lead Mater Dei 14-7 at the half. As I now need to get to the rest of the scores. Granite City, Planet Granite leads Collinsville 29-8 as they've kept many of the Southwestern teams on their schedule this year. Carterville leads Nash Vegas. No, they don't. Nashville leads Carterville 28-7 at the half. Columbia and Freeburg knotted up at 14 at the break.
Man, that's an interesting one.
Absolutely. Murphy with a 28-20 lead at the break. Chester with a 24-0 lead at the break. After one at Cahokia, Centralia lead. No, after one at Cahokia, Comanches lead Centralia 12-0.
I was about ready to say, that's an upset brewing.
The way things are sometimes written. I read that backwards because it was posted backwards. It's actually West Frankfort leading Murfreesboro 28-20. So my apologies there. That quick scoreboard update sponsored by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm. So recapping the South 7, Carbondale leads your Rams 17-0 at the half. After one, Cahokia led Centralia 12-0. They're getting closer to half as Marion leads Althoff 17-0. Again, Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm. We'll try to get you to a better state at this Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report. We're here at the half in Carbondale, the extended halftime show, about 12 minutes before we have the second half of football. We have a marching band.
We have a stenciler.
I was going to say, is that a sketch artist or a stenciler?
Well, it's one of them.
On the sideline. We have all kinds of instruments. This is only Carbondale does in their marching band. I kid you not. One of the better efforts. You'll love their basketball pep band.
This is very progressive. I should say this is hipster, maybe.
Well, no, they will, because they'll have an electric guitar, they'll have a rhythm guitar, which I know is one of the same. But The other guitar is usually a rhythm guitar, and they can do some things that some other pep bands cannot do in basketball season. So not to wish time away, but certainly looking forward to getting to that. There's some great bands from around the area. If you're not checking them out at halftime, you're certainly missing out. We'll take a break, come back, and talk some more. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
As part of the Toyota family, your ownership experience starts with Toyota Care, a no-cost maintenance plan that includes 24-hour roadside assistance. The Toyota Care plan covers normal factory scheduled maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Drive in and find out how peace of mind comes standard at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon.
How my family yours with guaranteed satisfaction. Munkin's the one. Munkin's the one.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. We're here at the half in Carbondale, where the Mount Vernon Rams trail the Terriers to the tune of 17-0. We're at the break, the extended break here in Carbondale. They announced, of course, their homecoming court and what have you here just a moment ago. Now the marching band is doing their segment that they're granted every time, as we will come up with some more content to talk about here. Of course, the Rams stalled out in their opening drive. The Terriers marched their opening drive to about midfield when Spann stripped the football away, and the Rams got another chance. Unfortunately, could not do anything with said chance. And then I think went for it and then come up with a first down. And then Cardinal gets it, and they eventually score. Then the Rams are threatening on a goal line throw from Leak, and that's picked off by Javon Love. And he runs it back about 100 yards for a score. That becomes 14-0. And then I think the thing for me is it just barely went over, but when you look at the snap on that 35-yard field goal and then the hold, it was kind of mistimed, but a good job by Macy Smith, the sophomore. It's tough for a sophomore to come in and kick a field goal, but she nails a 35-yarder just over the goalpost, and that's the Carbondale lead of 17-0. And when you have all of your elements working like that, the defense pitching a shutout, the offense has a score, the special teams have a score, and then the offside kick after offside kick, and really I don't want to say the Rams are out of their element, but just a case where the Rams are certainly off guard.
Yeah, and what I still just can't get over is the Rams. They move the ball, not great, but better than they have in most games tonight. This team cannot finish a drive if their life depended on what they get in the red zone. I'm not sure they have a red zone score this year. This team, they cannot finish for the life of them, and they have to find a way into the end zone if they want to get back into this game.
Well, it's just a team right now, and you talk about struggles. They're just kind of struggling to find their way, but struggling to find that health. And you're talking about a fourth-string quarterback who's, again, a first-string athlete.
Oh, and he's done very well.
He has. I mean, most teams' fourth-string quarterbacks, you're going to be bulldozed every time, and by that time, you're probably looking at an injured line. But this Ram team is not giving up, and they're down to some freshmen, of course. And, we've seen what freshmen getting varsity experience can do. Evan Leak was a true freshman starter last year. Started in every game, I believe. I don't think there were any injuries or anything like that. And now as a sophomore is leading this team. I mean, he was already, starting offense, starting defense, and kicker and punter. But now he's quarterback. He's QB1 temporarily, rising up that depth chart and still doing everything else that he has been doing. And you have to give these kids a lot of credit. Those that have remained healthy are giving it 110% every game.
Yeah, and, such a valiant effort by Evan Leak. Obviously, he'd be starting on the field no matter what. I know Coach K is not starting him where exactly he wants to be starting him. But Evan Leak has taken the role of team leader, offensive spark, and he's really run with it as much as he could. Only problem is he needs more around him, and everyone on this team, they need to finish, and most importantly, they need to not commit penalties as they're finishing.
It's been a struggle.
Yeah, that's all you could say.
And you look at some of the penalties and some of the shots in the feet that have plagued the Rams here in 2018, and you start to wonder, I mean, where is this team that can piece it all together? If they can get healthy, it's a little late now. I mean, you're 24 minutes away from pretty well being eliminated from postseason contention, but if you can find a way to come back, have a strong third quarter, get a defensive stop on this opening drive, I really think the Rams could be in business the rest of the way. It's a Carbondale team that, although they are 4-1, doesn't play the toughest non-conference schedules.
Oh, and let me remind you something here. I want to say that Mount Vernon had at least made it 17-7, or maybe it was 17-0 at the half against Triad. Look what happened in that game.
Struggled on that one. Defense got some scores and ultimately came back to win that one.
25 unanswered. That was the difference. Mount Vernon 25, Triad 17.
And what a difference the non-conference. Sorry, I'm watching the halftime thing. But what a difference the schedule can make. And the Terriers, and I'm not taking anything away from Carbondale with their non-conference schedule. You play Murfreesboro week 1. You have Waterloo in there. You have these teams maybe not up to the ilk that another South 7 Power would play. But Brian Lee's team, most importantly, is starting to buy into his system, and he's starting to get that experience. And he no longer has all of these guys that played for the previous coaches. He no longer has anybody that's had 4 coaches in 4 years. And so now his system in place, and here, I'm going to onside kick, come get it, do something with it. And the Rams haven't been able to. So it's his game plan winning this game for Carbondale right now, and they lead 17-0.
Absolutely. And, for Carbondale, I assume they thought, one, Waterloo is normally about a 500 team, and I think they're 0-5 here through 5 weeks. That's not normal for Waterloo. And then Granite City maybe could have assumed they'd be a little bit better not facing a full Southwestern Conference schedule this year. But, it has been a weak schedule for the Carbondale Terriers. And, of course, they went to Cahokia last week, lost by 21. And so this is still a good team. Don't discredit them for their entire schedule. This team is very good. They probably will face a tough test in that first round of the postseason, though.
We have one more break to take, then we'll come back. We'll have the 3 minutes of warm-up. 17-0, Carbondale at the half. This is your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Elevate your confident style with the 2018 Honda CR-V. Hi, Roy Smith Honda. The Honda CR-V is committed to confident style. Inside, you will find a spacious interior with seating for up to 5 passengers and innovative technologies at your fingertips. With the 7-inch display audio interface on EX and above models. Behind the wheel, you will feel the responsive handling and the smooth acceleration of the 190 horsepower turbocharged engine. Hauling cargo is a breeze in the CR-V with its available foot-activated power liftgate and one-touch fold-flat rear seating, offering a massive 75.8 cubic feet of storage space. CR-V offers many driver-assistive technologies as well, with Honda sensing, including collision mitigation braking, rear cross traffic monitoring, lane keeping assist system, and adaptive cruise control. Experience driving the 2018 Honda CR-V for yourself right here at Roy Schmidt Honda, 1705 West Fayette in Effingham.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com, 17-0 here at the half. Chris Hugo, Kyle Norris, Grant Smith, Matt Miller. That is your full WMIX Sports team tonight. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth, all of us except for Grant. Back at the Powerhouse on Broadway, working up that podcast.
Probably making the intro for it right now.
Let's hope. Halftime update. Cahokia leads Centralia 28-0.
Oh, man. Okay.
Marion leads Altsoff 17-0.
Same score here from Blyer Field.
So what you're looking at is the scores held right now. You'd have 3-0 Cahokia, 2-1 Marion, 2-1 Carbondale, 1-2 Altsoff, 1-2 Centralia, and 0-3 Rams. Rams could really put a dent into the South 7 standings, at least in terms of the bunched up middle of 2-1s if they could come back and get a win tonight.
Yeah, if they were somehow able to do that, there would be four. Well, with how it would be right now, there would be 4 1-2 teams in the South 7, which I'm sure no one would have expected.
Absolutely.
But again, Mount Vernon, if they can close some drives here in the second half, defense has been pretty good. Yet again, this defense has been good most of the season. The offense has just been the issue, and again, maybe it's just the defense needs to get a TD, get some momentum and some good vibes going on that Mount Vernon sideline. Let's just see what happens here. Again, I don't want to take this straight from basketball. You know, the first 2 minutes of the third quarter in basketball are the most important of the game, or the most important of the second half to see what the tempo is going to be. Let's say the first drive for each team here this second half are really going to show where this second half is going to go and if Mount Vernon's going to get back into it.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta is the people's choice for Italian. Try their Tuesday night 2 pasta special or large 2-topping with 12 wings on Wednesday and all-you-can-eat spaghetti on Thursdays. Take your friends and head to Joe's Pizza just off the square on Jordan Street in Mount Vernon.
At the end of the first quarter, West Frankfort was defeating Murfreesboro 28-6.
So 12 minutes on the clock, 17-zip score, pardon me.
For the 50-50 draw.
As Carbondale will have the football first to start the second half.
The winner will receive 170 American dollars. Again, get out your red ticket. The winning number.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Rams take the field finally. At the end of the first half, gives way to the beginning of the second half. Third quarter action from Blyer Field in Carbondale. Evan Leake and the Rams on to kick. Their first kickoff of the night. I believe it is Blythe to return for Carbondale.
And claim your $170.
I really like the fact that the PA announcer specified that the 50-50 winner has won 170 American dollars.
USD, baby.
Best currency there is.
12 minutes on the clock. Teams are on the field. And now here comes the kick, and the Rams will do a worm burner out of bounds. It'll be a penalty. Oh, heavens, to Murgatroyd, as this will give Carbondale decent field position. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of Rams and Lady Rams sports here on WMIX. They take pride in supporting their communities, various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action. There's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football. The Terriers, however, trying to implement that their football is the best. 17-0 lead right now, third quarter action, about 11:30 to go. Ball is on the 35, near hash spot for Carbondale. There are home gray tops with black numerics trimmed in white. Black pants. No red in these Carbondale tops. There is, at times, red in the Carbondale colors. Secondary trim, if you will. And now in turnaround handoff coming to the right side. Blythe. He's going to get some running room down to the 40-yard line. Tried to cut to the outside, though. Might have been the end of him. Got to about the 41 for a gain of 6. Maybe not.
Spartacus and Span apparently on that tackle. Good to be saying Spartacus' name again, and Amir Span has been involved a lot tonight.
17-zip Carbondale, 30 seconds into the second half. Out of the pistol, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Rams will be offside. I did not see a Terrier flinch. It looks like the Rams are going to be offside. It should be a Carbondale first down, but we'll wait for the official verdict from the officials.
Yeah, they're moving Mount Vernon back. That's the first down, Carbondale.
Streaming at WMIXsports.com, presented by Ren Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu and see how you can save thousands on that collegiate education. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here. 11:19 mark of the third. 17-0 Terriers. Ball on the Carbondale 41 on the far hash. And now nice handoff coming up to this left side. Why some running room midfield, 45, down to the 40. I think he even stayed on his feet. That's going to take an extra effort to bring him down all the way at the
Hand off to number 18.
Mount Vernon
Corey
40.
Black.
That'll be about
He gains
14.
enough for a Terrier. First down.
So an 18-yard gain moves the chains for the Terriers a minute into this third quarter.
Number 3, Eli Badger. And number 9, David Maxwell with the tackle.
SSM Health broadcast booth will be back at Shagnon on Monday night for Lady Rams volleyball. Video only at WMIXsports.com. 2 right, 2 left. And now, single back out of the gun. Another handoff right side Blythe. Got to the line of scrimmage. Got about 3 on the play as he went right side to about the 37. It'll be 2nd and 7, 10:38 mark of the third.
I give some credit there to the Mount Vernon defense. They are looking to try and get a strip and force a turnover. They aren't just trying to bring them down quickly. They did bring them down fairly quickly, though, that time, which was well needed.
Empty backfield for Burley. On 2nd and 7, man in motion. He's going to roll to the right side, keep it himself. And he will stumble, lose the football, and the Rams will recover, but they'll say he was down. Wasn't interesting.
I think he probably was down because I didn't even notice that he lost the ball.
Number 2, Jakeem Burley with the keeper.
So had tripped up without any contact. Knee went down, but then lost the ball. It'll be 3rd and 8. 9:43 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield again out of the gun for Burley. Far hash spot, moving right to left, and this time it'll be a little end-around play. Macklin's going to get the carry, stretches out the field. He's down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He'll get away from Whiting at the end zone. 39-yard score for the Terriers. It's 23-0. So now they will try for the PAT to try to make it 24.
Second touchdown of the day here for Macklin. He had a receiving touchdown here in the first quarter. Now he's got a rushing touchdown, a 39-yarder, I believe.
So now for the PAT in this 23-0 game in the third quarter from Carbondale. Kick is up. It looks good from here. So Davis makes another one, gets another point to her credit. 3 touchdowns and the field goal. So 3 extra points to the field goal. She has 6 points on the night. Fantasy efforts, a 35-yard field goal is just 3 points. So the sophomore kicker for the Terriers has fared pretty well. 24-0 Carbondale. Rams will get the football, though, here in the second half for the first time. As we await the impending kickoff.
So apparently this Carbondale game is going to be a little bit different than that Triad game, as Triad, of course, didn't score after getting their 17th point.
Fair point. Well, every Saturday morning from 8 until 11, it's Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital. Hike to the main lobby, find Jason Doris, where he'll be treating patients. Any sports-related injury with on-site MRIs, X-rays, and CTs all same day. No appointment needed. Just walk in, get back in the game faster, and they'll help you get back in the game safely at Crossroads. We await the kickoff. Onside, probably.
Oh, man, what are they going to do?
Onside toward, it's going to take a hop over number 40, and the Terriers are going to come up with it down at the 40-yard line, where they will have it 1st and 10. Again, we say number 40 for Mount Vernon. That's a freshman call-up or a JV call-up. Not on the roster. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Terriers on the onside kick. That just took a perfect hop over the Rams. Nothing they could do.
Yep, absolutely nothing. And that's just been the kind of season it's been for the Rams. They cannot catch any kind of break.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Near hash spot for the Carbondale Terriers. They move right to left. So they score a touchdown and get it right back thanks to the onside kick. A little trickery from Brian Lee. Single back out of the gun, 2 right, 2 left. Hand off to Blythe, and he'll be tripped up. And, he got a no-gainer. That was a good tackle by
Spartacus.
Banda.
He was going Spartacus after that play. He was excited.
So that'll be a no-gainer. That'll be 2nd and 10 for the Terriers. 9:05 mark of this third quarter. The down and distance marker has a lot for a loss of 1. I disagree. 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol. Burley looking to pass near the flat, and this one will be caught. That's a good catch there by the Terriers. At about the 34 is where it'll end up. I did not see the number on the jersey. It didn't look like Relaford.
Burley's pass is complete to number 11, DeMarcus Funches.
So that'll be Funches. Huh. Really is. 3rd and 3 from the 34 for the Terriers after the 8-yard completion, and now the Rams will jump. Hard count by Carbondale. I didn't see any Terriers go. This is going to be offsides. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Terriers with 8:19 left to go in the third. It's 24-0.
The call on the field is encroachment against the Rams.
The Rams, meanwhile, trying to avoid their second South 7 shutout of the season. Say that 3 times fast.
South 7 shutout. South 7 shutout. South 7 shutout.
Second South 7 shutout of the season, I said.
Okay, well, after this play.
As now out of the gun. Single back, and that's going to be a great tackle in the backfield. Blythe went nowhere. Maybe a loss of 1, as that was number 75, Mason Johnston, on the tackle.
Second South 7 shutout. Second South 7 shutout. Second South 7 shutout.
Of the season. Second South 7 shutout of the season, I said.
You keep changing
No,
it.
I'm not.
You're changing the rules of the game.
I've said the same thing every time. I said say that 3 times fast. Second South 7 shutout of the season. 7:35 to go in the third quarter, and now dropping back to pass is Burley. Just simple one over the top. That's going to be complete to Relaford. First down yardage as he is inside the 15 to about the 13, gain of 18.
Burley's pass is complete to number 8, Trammell
Oh,
Truitt.
my apologies. Truitt with the catch. It's hard to see
He
these
gains
numbers.
Terrier, first down.
7:28 to go in the third. Don't forget you're watching online thanks to Rindley College.
And number 28.
Appreciate Community First Bank of the Heartland for being there every step of the way, every sport. But now the Terriers threatening just outside goal line distance. And that's going to be a 3-step drop, looking to pass into the back of the end zone. That's going to be complete to Relaford. He was camped out in the back. Decent coverage from the Rams secondary, but that's going to be an 11-yard completion for the score to Relaford. And that makes it 30-0. If I'm Carbondale, I just keep the onside kick. Just keep doing it. Macy Davis on for the PAT, trying to make it 4 of 4 to give the Terriers a 31-0 lead. It's up and it sneaks over.
Extra try is good by number 12, Macy Davis.
And she has been nothing short of stellar tonight for the Terriers.
And you know, that first half, it was a good first half overall for the Mount Vernon Rams. They haven't showed up in the second half. But then again, the offense hasn't been on the field yet.
They certainly haven't. Still may not if Carbondale gets their way. Community First Bank, proud supporter of Mount Vernon Rams football, where local matters. Our next football broadcast Friday night, 1 week from today. Rams are back home for 2. Let's see, back home for 2. Cahokia, Centralia. Then wrap it up on the road at Mount Carmel.
And homecoming is next week.
Yep.
Then it'll be senior night the week after that.
Yep.
So extra motivation the next 2 weeks for the Rams to get some victories.
Nobody wants to lose on homecoming night.
Or their senior night.
Either one.
No team wants to lose ever, though. Let's be real.
I feel like it's either Cahokia or Carbondale for homecoming. Alternates every year. That's how it was when I was in high school, it seemed like. Davis on to onside kick, more than likely. Maybe not. Unless she's going to pick a victim on the other side. Nope. Little pooch. They'll let it bounce. It'll be Leak to pick it up at about the 30. Now running up the left sideline. Maybe this is where they get a score, as he'll take it to midfield.
Evan Leak once again doing what he does and creating an offensive spark. Nearly at midfield here for the start of this drive. And, well, they need all the help they can get.
DuQuoin into the third quarter, a 39-0 lead over the Sparta Bulldogs. Sparta, new head coach this year, former Mount Vernon Ram Robbie Kirk. Resigned at the end of last year, of course, deciding more desire to spend more personal time, family and whatnot. Rams offense will look a bit different here. 1st and 10 from the 49. One of the call-ups will be split to the right side. Quick running play, and it's going to be a fumbled handoff. I think Badger may have recovered for a no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. We'll drop below the 7-minute mark of the third quarter.
It'll be 2nd down.
A great night for a bonfire. A little chill in the air, football weather, if you will.
Not as humid as it was at the beginning of the game in this booth, that's for sure.
No doubt. Ware to the left, in the slot. Right side will come Banda. Quarterback is Leak, Badger the back. 6:29 left to go in the third, down 31-0. So we play Badger. Nope, he'll run right up the middle. No gain. 3rd and 10.
And off to number 3, Eli Badger.
We'll drop below the 6-minute mark here on this play. The SSM Health broadcast booth. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence.
For the Terriers. For the Rams.
Rams could use some of that healing power.
They could have used it every week of the season.
Been banged up this year. That's no excuse. 5 wide out set, 3 right, 2 to the left, but a man in motion. It'll be Maxwell in motion to the right. And now, they're going to rush the passer here. And, Lake's going to break some tackles, get to the far sideline, down to the 40-yard line, stays in bounds. He'll get to the 30, and now he's out. Great run down to about the 25-yard line, if there.
But that's what Evan Leak does, and there's not a penalty there. That's another big thing for this Mount Vernon Rams team. But Evan Leak showing that he is the leader of this offense right now, and he's doing very well at it when he needs to.
So a gain of about 21. 5:37 mark of the third quarter. Ball's on the Carbondale 31-yard line. 31-0 Terriers. Outside the far hash on the spot. Rams moving left to right. You can watch us live at WMIXsports.com. Glad to have you on your radio. We're on social media at WMIX Sports. Pistol set, 3 right, 1 left. Those are your targets for the quarterback Leak. Into the flat, complete to Spartacus. He's at the 30, looking forward to the 25. Little barrel roll for a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Kaya Banda.
I would love to see Mount Vernon try and run that type of play a little bit more often, except, Spartacus is heading off. Probably a little tender. Coach K did tell me before the game, Banda will give him 100%, but he's probably not 100% health-wise.
We'll drop below the 5-minute mark of the third. 31-0 Terriers. Pitching a shutout so far. 3 left, 1 right. Flat is complete. Intended to be a slant. It'll fall incomplete. Intended for Maxwell. It'll be 3rd and 5. The clock will stop with 4:51 to go in this third quarter. Week 7 next week. So after tonight, the season's 2/3 of the way done. Rams will have Cahokia. Centralia will have Marion, and Carbondale will have Althoff. Don't ask me where they are, except for Mount Vernon hosting Cahokia.
I want to say Carbondale goes to Althoff, but I obviously don't have my questions for Brian Lee tomorrow in front of me.
On 3rd and 4, with the clock stopped at 4:51 to go in the third. Play clock's at 3. There we go. Dropping back to pass. Leak trying to throw this over the top, and that one will that be picked off?
Yep.
I'm almost better off to let that one go and bat it down for 4th down, but instead they'll start with deep field position at their own 4. After another interception by Carbondale. 4:45 to go in the third, and they'll take over. Pinned back in their own territory. 1st and 10.
Now would be a great time for the Mount Vernon defense to find a turnover.
Congratulations, Brant.
Community First Bank loves to be a part of the action, whether it's through donations, sponsorships, or partnerships. They're proud to support their communities, and they believe there's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football. First and 10 from the 4. out of the gun. There's the inside handoff, and that's going to be a great stop there. Around about the 5-yard line, maybe a gain of 1. We're going to have some extracurriculars, but everybody jumps in to keep that from happening. Second down now for Carbondale, 4:27 to go in the third.
And I think that's Spartacus coming back on, so good to see. Oh, no, that's actually number 6.
So Ware will be split to the right side. Badger in the left slot. Span left. What am I doing? The Rams are on defense, Hugo. Saw Spartacus check in. I'm thinking offense again because, Ware, but he's been getting more playing time on defense. Ooh, Burley back to pass. That one over the top, batted away by Span, but there's a flag.
Another great play by Span, and that flag was deep. That might be a hold. Which, if you're the Rams, is the 2 yards worth an extra play? Or, well, it'd be more than that. It'd be 4 yards.
Oh. $3:57 left to go in the third quarter. Get you some more Tony Wilt scoreboard updates as we go along. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Get to a better state with State Farm. So motion penalty on the Terriers.
It'll be 3rd down and 8.
So the Rams will take the loss of down on the decline. 3rd and 8 for the Terriers. Out of the pistol. Looking left side now. Looking over the middle.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. There is, you betcha, the 50, 40, 30, 25. Not running hard enough. Badger's going to get him maybe. And now, nope, it'll be a tackle into the end zone as Relaford. A 94-yard completion for the score. Eli Badger deserves all the credit in the world. He never gave up on the play. He attempted to chase Relaford down. As that was just complete. Floated one over the top to about the 40. Relaford ran it the rest of the way, although I don't know if he was out of gas or just wasn't running quite as hard as he normally would. I'm not criticizing Relaford. However, I am trying to illustrate just how much that Eli Badger kept giving it his all on that play. He ended up tackling Relaford into the end zone, but give him credit for stepping up. 37-0, looking to make it 38, is the sophomore, Macy Davis. Her kick is up, and it appears to be good. It's 38-0 Carbondale.
Number 12, Macy Davis. The extra try is good.
Well, sir.
That brings our score. Terriers 38, Rams 0.
Missed coverage. 96 yards. Just one mistake can cost you that much in this game.
It certainly can, and right now, 38-0 Carbondale. We're in the third quarter. Of course, I decided to sit down where now I can't see the clock, so we're just going to guess there's about 3:59.
3:45.
3:45 left to go in the third. Rams look at the football on the kickoff.
I'll give you the time.
It's been a long day, man.
Hey, let's give you some props.
No props.
No props?
No props.
No props for you.
No props.
No soup for you.
None on this day as the Rams, who trail 38-0, would love some props of their own, though. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Leak and call up back to return at about the 20.
I like our name for him.
The call-ups.
In the kick, number 12, Macy Davis.
What is Mount Vernon's farm system?
Well, in the NFL, it'd be the practice squad.
Somersville?
Well, you have. Oh, don't get me started. There's a ton of them. A ton of them. One time, 13. 38-0. Here's a little pooch kick into the middle of the field, picked up by Leak at about the 30. Now to the 35. He has a running room. 45, 50, 45. Oh, can he stay upright? He does. He breaks another tackle, gets to the 40 on the sideline, down to the 38. What a return by Evan Leak. As a sophomore who is the fourth-string quarterback, first-string safety, was a first-string receiver until he became the QB.
One of the best athletes on the team.
Don't forget.
He's a CDL short of driving the bus.
Dance from 8 o'clock to 11 at the CCHS gym.
They're going to spot it at the 40-yard line. What a return by Leak. That'll be a 30-yard kickoff return off the hop.
And making the
with 3:34 to go in the third, that's where the Rams will start. 1st and 10 from the Carbondale 40, ball on the near hash as they move left to right. Community First Bank of the Heartland loves the Mount Vernon Rams, and they love to support their local community. In fact, it's where local matters.
Enjoy your time here in Carbondale.
Badger the back behind the quarterback, Leak. Span right, 3 left. Nope, now it's going to be a single back shotgun. Dropping back to pass, looking left side, Leak. Gets past a couple of guys, has some running room. 45 down to the 30, cuts back near side, all the way down to the 21-yard line for a gain of 19. 1st and 10 for Leak, and this may be where the Rams offense can get something done.
That almost looked designed there by Evan Leak, trying to fake him into thinking it's a deep pass, and then whoop.
And really,
54, Will Bowley, number 22, Aaron Taylor.
when you look at how Carbondale's line was able to get through, they just ran straight. They never ran after Leak. So they got through, run straight, Leak gets away.
Why is the ball coming back?
Hey, there's a flag there.
The call on the field is holding against the Rams.
That explains why he was able to run the way he did. That explains possibly why the D-line ran straight as opposed to able to go anywhere else. So to be...
Oh, that's a 40-yard. Oh, my God. Oh. Wow.
Well, that's not what you want. That'll ruin your weekend.
Yeah.
Be 1st and 25 from their own 45 on the near hash.
It's a
May not ruin the weekend, but it sure doesn't put it off to a great start. Leak back to pass. Simple pass. Almost one-handed by Banda. Spartacus can't hang on, however. It'll be 2nd and 25 with 3:03 left in the third. Terriers, meanwhile, are a score away from a running clock. Whether it's a safety, a field goal, a touchdown, it doesn't matter. It's 38-0.
Number 35, Tyrone Williamson on the coverage.
Carbondale has an amazing concession stand. I see chili cheese fries. I've seen hot dogs. I've seen nachos. Pizza.
And now you're making me hungry.
I love their concession stand. Love all concession stands equally. 2nd and 25.
We love food.
Absolutely, from their own 45. Won't be long before Marvo dogs are back in season at the Mount Vernon basketball games. Step back. Leak going to be chased down, and that's a great play by the Terriers. Nothing Evan can do, and you don't fault him for the effort.
Is sacked in the backfield.
So that's a shared effort, I believe, by Mikey Green and Tavares Hill.
Number 56, A.J. Turman with the sack.
I must have read those numbers backwards. Yeah, whatever. My apologies. I thought I saw 24 and 25 on the play, but again, the number is difficult to read. 38-0. Carbondale, 2:24 left to go in the third. Third and, about 40 for the Rams.
Yeah,
if you're keeping count. 3rd and Cobden.
Legitimately.
With 2:12 to go in the third.
Have to go a mile.
Now looking downfield, what a heave down the left sideline, and Maxwell through his hands would have had a first down with momentum. That falls incomplete at about the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th and 40.
Intended for number 9, David Maxwell.
I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say Mount Vernon gets the first down here.
Number 15.
Got to go from Cobden to Dowell on 51 to get the first down. On 4th and 40.
Going to be bold.
It'll be 4th down and long.
Long's an understatement.
So Blythe will be back to return for the Terriers, who lead this 38-0 with 2:03 left to go in the third.
Oh, what are they doing? There's no way I'm going to get my bold prediction right if they punt it.
Nope. Seems to be what most people do on 4th and 40.
Number 18, Corey Blythe, back to return.
That's just me.
Not if you're playing a video game.
No, there's no cheat code in this scenario. From the 40, the return Blythe gets to midfield, trying to cut to the near sideline, but that's a great job by the Rams. Bring him down to the Mount Vernon 45, and in there was Tony Green. By default, I call Anthony's Tony or Tony's Anthony. So whatever you're listed as, I typically do the opposite. Keeping in mind that we'll have an Anthony Wilt scoreboard update coming up at some point. with a minute 52 left to go in the third.
Does he appreciate you calling him Anthony?
I've been able to get by with it.
Okay.
So far. Good dude, Tony Wilt, obviously involved in the community. For the white State Farm Jeep around town, or if it's a civic golf event, the red State Farm golf cart, he'll get you to a better state. Handoff here for the Terriers on 1st and 10 for their own 45, and that's going to be a good carry by Blythe, shy of the 35. About 36-yard line. We'll call that a gain of 9. Second and short now for Carbondale with a minute 40 left to go in the third. 38-0 to score. Carbondale a score away from a running clock here with 90 seconds left to go in this third frame.
Down and 1 for the Terriers.
2 right, 1 left. Tied on the left for the Terriers, 2 backs. This one will be Macklin to the right side. Has some running room trying to stretch the field. Already has a first down, but gets to the 30.
Handoff to number 4.
It'll be a gain of a nickel. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Carbondale with a minute 12 left to go in the third. It's September 28th. Hard to believe the month of September about to come to a close. Monday will be rabbit time as we say hello to the first of the month. That is if you believe in the rabbit superstition. Or if you don't know what it is, Google it.
Oh, give me a minute.
They'll wind the clock, 1st and 10. 1:10 left to go in the third. Ball on the Mount Vernon 31. Right hash spot. Quarterback Burley has done a superb job tonight. And now we'll hand off with the left hand to Blythe. Inside to the 30 to the 29, gain of 2.
Number 75, Mason Johnson with the tackle for the Rams.
45 seconds to go in this third quarter. 2nd and 9 for Carbondale. They lead by 38. Kind of an awkward number. As the Rams will sniff out a run here. That's a great job. Who was that, Spartacus? It was Kaya Banda. It'll be 4th.
Handoff to number 4 for the Terriers.
Right, that 3rd and 9. Got a little jumpy over there on the down marker.
Backfield by a flock of Rams.
So with 10 seconds left, I would not fathom we'll get a playoff. They'll just take the time out at the end of quarter here, and we'll switch some sides. We'll take a break. After 3 quarters, the Carbondale Terriers 38. The Mount Vernon Rams nothing. We'll come back with the 4th. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. Farming is one of the most important industries in the Midwest and has been a way of life in Jefferson County for generations. We are committed to helping farmers, large and small, continue this tradition, even during tough times. We offer a variety of plans to fit any need, and our ag lending team is committed to providing a combination of competitive rates and quick decision-making. Community First Bank, your trusted partner. Put our bank to work for you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
The Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Third quarter action comes to a close. We start the 4th with the Carbondale Terriers leading this one 38-0. Terriers with the football and trying to march downfield here at Blyer Field. They have a 3rd and 13 from the Mount Vernon 33. Ball is actually just between the hashes. Quarterback Burley out of the gun. 2 backs. Looking downfield. Has it popped from behind. The Rams will recover the fumble at about the 34.
Burley fumbles the ball.
That helps.
Recovered by the Rams.
So that one, I believe, that time was, I thought, Gabe Taylor again. Pardon me if I've given the wrong credit to the wrong Ram. 38-0. The Rams will get themselves a bit of a break here at 6 seconds in for the start of the 4th quarter. WMIX Mount Vernon. It is the top of the 9 o'clock hour.
PA guy agrees with you that it is Gabe Taylor, and At the very least, it's going to lengthen the time that Carbondale will not have running clock.
3 shutouts in the South 7 so far. Marion leading Altoff after 3. Centralia trailing Cahokia. Carbondale leading your Rams. Rams here have it 1st and 10 from about the 34-yard line. Lake into the flat. That's going to be complete to Amir Span, looking for some yardage. Dances around with a Carbondale defender. Then runs into a wall at about the 40, so we'll call that a gain of about 5. That'll be 2nd and half or so for the Rams. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of Rams and Lady Rams sports here on WMIX. Online only on Monday night for Lady Rams volleyball. We'll have the video feed at WMIXsports.com. Up the left side.
There'll be another volleyball broadcast too next week, right? On Thursday?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Thursday the 4th.
Yep.
I believe against Carbondale.
I think that's Marion.
Against Marion it is. Carbondale's the last week of the season. Here comes Leak on a carry. Left side, midfield, 45-40. Has some room, 35-30. Near the sideline. Steps out at about the 25. Give him the 25, bro. Not 26. That right foot went out at the 25. Believe it or not, that's the one thing I could see. Sitting down. That's some crap. I'll let you know about it. Now, he went to the 25, man. It's not often that I'm adamant, but I saw.
114 rushing yards now for Evan Leake. Again, another great game for Leake.
Lake's been playing nothing short of phenomenal tonight. I know the score doesn't suggest anything phenomenal, but give the Rams credit for their effort. 10:49 to go in the 4th quarter, 38-0 Carbondale. 2 to the left, looks like Maxwell and Ware. To the right, it'll be Banda. Badger the back. Your tight end on the right. On the line is Amir Span. They'll go shoot gun with single back. Quarterback keeper, fake handoff. Leak will keep it himself. Gets inside the 25 to the 24. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. 10:41 to go in the 4th quarter. 38-0 Carbondale. Streaming presented by Ren Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on that collegiate education. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here. And now we'll have, a timeout taken by the Rams. It's not delayed game. There's still 11 seconds left on the play clock. So this timeout sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust, corner 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. See Dwayne Gully for all of your home loan needs. First Mid is an equal housing lender. Of course, Dwayne Gully can get you started off the right track, answer any questions you may have. How about that Saturday sports show lineup? I was looking to see if that's what you had in your hand.
Oh, yeah, that's what I got in my hand. Well, the 2 leaders of the show tomorrow will be these 2 head coaches, Jared Kessler and Brian Lee, both on the program. We will have Sam Root, Woodlawn baseball coach, Jeffrey Tolliver, Salem boys golf, Quinn McClure, Mount Vernon's golf coach, Lonnie Lewis, Carlisle volleyball, and Alyssa Williams, Benton girls tennis. So, plenty of sports, plenty of schools, as always, on the Saturday Sports Show presented by Crossroads Community Hospital.
There we go. That's after the 8 o'clock news tomorrow. Meanwhile, all of us will be out at the Fall Fest tomorrow. I believe our tent is at the corner of 9th and Jordan.
Then again, I'm only going by what you told us in an email.
Keep in mind that email was sent like 4:40 on Tuesday morning, too. So the accuracy, who knows? No, seriously. Should be at the corner of 9th and Jordan. The Withers Broadcasting tent with the Roadhouse Harley-Davidson prize wheel. Some freebies to give away. Some cups. Some shoes. By shoes, I mean shirts.
I hope we're not giving away shoes.
Might give these away. 38-0, 2nd and 9, Rams trailing here. It'll be a handoff, sweet play. It looks like that is going to be Badger, who kicked up some grass as he gets back to about the 25. Ooh, got into the 24-23, gain of a couple, 3rd and 7.
Handoff to Rams, number 3, Eli Badger.
That's some koozies. Keep those sodas cold.
And, of course, you'll get to meet all your favorite personalities from WMIX.
Pretty much. We'll be in the parade handing out some candy. Can't throw it anymore.
Huh. Well, if you wanted someone to throw it, I would have been in the parade.
you gotta-
Oh,
you
I'll
gotta
be
s-
hosting the Saturday sports show.
Yeah, you gotta. Plus, you
Yeah.
gotta make sure that stuff clears the streets these days. Gotta hand it out, literally hand it. Seems to be the norm in many parades these days. 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Hoping to parade into the end zone here as the quarterback is Leak. Looking to the right side. Uh-oh. Line can't contain the Carbondale D line. Push back to the 30, loss of 6, 4th and 13.
Quarterback number 10, Evan Leak, is sacked by number 76, Jake Brantley for the Terriers.
Rams will have the Comanches coming in on Friday night next week. Homecoming night from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School, District 201/2.
Long for the Rams.
Or 2.0. MVTHS Junior.
What?
I don't know. 8:49 to go in the 4th quarter. 38-0
Okay.
score. 4th and 13 for the Rams. Leak and the Rams will empty out the backfield and go for it here. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. From the 29. Steps back to pass, and Leak's going to have to run for his life, and they'll bring him down to the backfield for a loss. It'll give Carbondale better field position. Leak will be slow to get up.
Number 10, Evan Leak, is sacked.
Need Evan to
again.
be okay. We don't want to find out who the 5th-string QB is.
Armando Davis.
I've had nightmares about it, Hugo.
And number
So the Rams, because nobody else wants to get hurt. I don't blame them. Of course, if they would happen to, hopefully it would be something minor, and they could take care of it at the Crossroads Community Hospital Saturday morning sports clinic, 8 to 11 tomorrow, every Saturday.
And hopefully they're listening to the Saturday sports show while they're there, but hopefully they don't have to be there.
Jason Doris will take care of treating patients, any sports-related injury, on-site MRIs, X-rays, and CTs. That's same day, mind you. Walk in, no appointment needed.
I think that's the one and only time I can say, I hope you don't actually have to use it.
That's certainly their hope as well, but it's a service they are providing as they'll run left side. They being this time the Carbondale Terriers.
Number 21, Armando Davis.
Sweet play by Davis to the left side. Gets to the 35. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Kaya Banda. After a 2-yard gain.
2 left,
it'll be
2 right.
2nd and 8 for the Terriers.
Terriers trying to move this ball down the field. Trying to get it to running clock with 8:05 left to go in the 4th. Quarterback keeper, and the Rams will bring him down. That's not Burley.
Quarterback Darius Ragland with the keeper.
So that is Darius Ragland, who started at corner tonight defensively. He's now the QB.
Sophomore listed at 6 foot, 160 pounds.
A little lighter option. 3 right, 1 to the left for the Terriers. More than likely going a little more underclass flair to their lineup. And now we'll have a flag. Why not?
There's a flag on the play.
38-0 Carbondale. 7:34 to go in this 4th quarter. Streaming presented by Rend Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. Rend Lake College can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Out of the gun for the new Carbondale quarterback. Throw will be complete to the 30. We'll have a flag, though. It was out in the flat all the way down to the 40-yard line to the 41 for Funchess from the quarterback, Ragland. Flag's in the backfield, so one would imagine this one's probably coming back.
There is a flag on the play. Number 9, David Maxwell with the tackle.
After 3, Cahokia with a 40-0 lead over Centralia.
I don't know if Centralia is back to normal or if Cahokia is just even better than we all thought they were.
Tough schedule first 3 weeks. For sure. Maybe some of their kids stop transferring out of the district. Maybe they have everybody. Maybe everybody's homegrown again. Cahokia lose kids to Eastside and Altoff. They might be staying home finally. 7:03 to go in the 4th. That's one man's opinion. I'm not stating that as fact.
Carbondale's moving back. False start on the Terriers.
So punches them back 5 with 7:03 to go in the 4th quarter. 38-0 score. Terriers on top. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth. And if you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. So 2nd and 23. Now 3rd and 23 on the field. 2nd and 23 on the scoreboard. Ball's on the 20-yard line. Inside handoff for the underclass offense, and the run to the right side. Looks like we'll get to the 35. Pushed out at about the 37, so cuts it down just slightly. A more manageable 4th down. Armando Davis, yeah.
And that long run right there gets him back just past, maybe a little further than just past the original line of scrimmage.
38 Love, Terriers. 6:10 left to go in the 4th. It'll be Grant to punt for Carbondale. Span will be back to return as he'll step back to about the 40.
So it is the scoreboard that's wrong and not the down guy.
Yes. Amir will have it at the 29. Running to the right side, and he'll be brought down to the 27. A net gain of -2, otherwise known as a net loss on the return. Amir had visions of trying to get to the sideline and run into the end zone, but in this case, it'll give the Rams field position back in their own territory. It'll be 1st and 10 now, late in the 4th quarter, getting later. 38-zip Carbondale. The Rams would love to get on the board, trying to avoid a second South 7 shutout this season.
Well, it was about this point in the game last week that Mount Vernon started facing the Marion second string, and they were able to put some points on the board.
And now, quick handoff from Leak to Badger. He's going to try to run to the right side. He's swallowed up. It'll be a loss. It'll be 2nd and long. Community First Bank of the Heartland loves to support their communities. And in fact, whether it's a sponsorship, a donation, or a partnership, they love to be a part of the action. And there is no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football.
This is when you know it's been a tough day for your running back. I have the Badgers run at least 14 times. Total yards, -3.
Oh, man. The effort's there. He almost ran Relaford down a moment ago on a touchdown. And now here, the Rams will have 2 left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun for Leak. Surprised that wasn't a motion penalty there, and that pass will be thrown wide to the right at the target. One of the call-ups tonight, not on the roster, number 40. Stops the clock for Mount Vernon. 4:48 left to go. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Rams here from their own 25-yard line between the hashes. Two left, 2 right. Quarterback remains Leak, down 38-0 here in the 4th. Pretty well their options. And now Badger keeps running, gets to about the 29, gain of 4. Never gave up, drug the defense with him.
Handoff to number 3, Eli Badger.
So that'll make it 4th down and about 7.
35 to Roto Williamson. It'll be 4th down.
So Blythe will return the punt here. He's about the 45-yard line. Leak will punt with 4:16 to play in the 4th.
Number 18, Corey Blythe, back to receive the punt.
Rams will get that 12th player off the field. And get the punt off. Blythe wants a fair catch. He'll come up with it. Spot will be at about the 43-yard line, where the Terriers will have it 1st and 10 in their own territory. 3:53 remains in this one. Rams will return home Friday night to play the Cahokia Comanches. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com.
Number 9, Darius Ragland, in the quarterback for the Terriers. We have a timeout on the field, charged to the Rams.
So the Rams will take a timeout, sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust, corner of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. If you've thought about starting a business or expanding your existing business, talk to Michelle at First Mid. They are a recent winner of the SBA Community Bank of the Year Award for 2017, one in 2016 as well. First Mid is an equal housing lender. Proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams.
The fact you have that memorized is so impressive to me right now.
I really have them all memorized, to be honest with you. That's what happens.
I mean, there's like 7 sheets of these.
I know.
And you have them all memorized.
Pretty much.
It's impressive.
It's not bad. 38-0, however.
That's not good.
It's not great.
At the end of the third quarter,
But, again, you give these Rams all the credit in the world for working their tails off and not giving up. And some guys are going to get some experience tonight.
46, Collinsville 14 at the end of the third quarter.
Some of these call-ups with very white uniforms.
Who is Collinsville playing tonight?
Planet Granite.
36-14 Planet Granite right now, according to PA Guy.
They were up earlier. Granite, that is. Inside handoff this time. Ooh. Will be a tackle after about 2 yards on the carry by number 21, Davis, Armando Davis.
At the end of the third quarter, West Frankfort 35, Murfreesboro 35.
3:38 to go in the fourth quarter, 38 zip score. Rams trailing here. 2nd and 8 for the Terriers. Underclass game is broken out in front of us. JV defense against JV offense. Handoff to Davis, rolling to the right side, midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, touchdown. And my apologies.
Handoff to number 10, Gabe
That was not Armando Davis. That was number 10.
Gabe Hilliard.
Yep. 2 flags, though, going to bring this back.
And I even started writing it. I shouldn't have started writing it. I know better than that.
So, Marion leads Althoff 30-0. Cahokia is blanking Centralia.
Man, I'm stunned at what has happened to this Althoff team this year. I mean, weren't they state-ranked preseason, and now they're going to be eliminated from postseason contention?
Yeah, but I mean, they don't.
I mean, yeah,
We're
state
talking
rankings.
Crusaders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have what they've had the past few years.
Well, that and also I got to remember state rankings in high school are not the most reliable.
Well, no, because people like preseason will vote on what happened the year before. Sometimes they don't even take graduation into consideration. Then many times they don't even think about taking, lack of transfers into consideration. Althoff, for whatever reason, just unable to reload this year.
Well, that was Mater Dei last year. Who would have thought Mater Dei would have went 2-7 because now they're like, what, 5-0, 6-0 again?
That makes it 2nd down and long.
Flipping call against the Terriers makes it 2nd and 20 from the 31. Ragland, the quarterback, will hand off up the middle, and this will be to about the 31. No gain.
10, Gabe Hilliard.
Hilliard, no gain on the play this time.
Down by number 78 for the Rams.
Most of these guys on the field aren't even on the roster. Recently called up to varsity action.
Terrier fans, if you are a sweetie,
I kid you not.
and I mean officially a sweetie,
Like I'm
Be
looking,
sure to meet us
and
out
most
on
of
the
them
track
literally are not on the roster. Fresh call-ups for this Ram team. For health purposes, carry to the right side. This will be Armando Davis to the 40, 45. Stiff arm at the 50. Drug his defender to the 45 in Ram territory. 25-yard gain for Armando Davis with 2:30 left to go.
Armando Davis.
I see no flag.
Nope.
He gains enough
I
for
see a yellow
Terrier.
water
First
bottle
down.
on the sideline, but that cannot be confused as a flag.
Been messing with my head most of the night. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. If you count the ones over here to the left.
Those Carbondale Terriers trying to fool the radio broadcasters.
You bet.
How could they?
Clock will run with 2:30 left to go. 38 Zip Terriers. Ball on the 44-yard line in Ram territory near hash the spot. It's a JV game on a Friday night on a chilly night in Carbondale.
Better than 95 degrees.
Absolutely. High snap, but a good recovery by Ragland. He'll run left. Nope, going to keep it himself. Doubles back to the left side. Each to the 40. 35, 30. Going to run to the races. 20, 15, 10. Beats a man. Uh-oh. His man will drag him down, and his man's not on the roster. So got to the 10.5 for a gain
He gains enough for
of 46. They're 34 or 46. Because now I can't remember which territory they were in. Well, be that as it may. Minute 58 left to go in the fourth. 1st and 10 Terriers from the Mount Vernon 11. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Ragland, the quarterback. I feel awful that we don't have any of these guys on our roster for the Rams. Bad snap, Ragland. He'll recover. Now trying to get away. Rolling right side, 20. He's going to get a gain on this. So there's a flag. He got down to the 9 for a 2-yard gain. He was stuck at about the 30, but I had wondered if there was going to be a hold there, but we'll see what the call is.
Well, the hold is back at the 27, so that's going to be a solid 30-yard difference if that is a hold that deep behind the line of scrimmage.
So it'll go against Carbondale, and the clock will drop below the minute mark on this possession. We'll have your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show following this one. We'll have your 3 stars of the game. We'll recap tonight's action. Do some other things.
Things and stuff. And more things.
Following this one here tonight. Pardon me. Trying to hold that yawn in.
1st and 40.
And now, great carry here by Armando Davis. He gets to about the 31.
And it's going to be 2nd and 28.
Number 21, Armando Davis with the run for the Terriers.
Had a couple 1st and 40s tonight.
He's tackled by number 61 for the Rams.
It's about a 12-yard gain, 2nd and about 28er. To about the 32. Less than a minute to go. Carbondale's only got to run really just one more play. You always have the option at about the 25-second mark, taking a knee. Clock will run them right about at the 25-second mark. 38-0 Carbondale. They're going to win this one tonight. They're going to improve to 5-1. There they go. They take a knee. So the Terriers take a knee, and that's going to wrap it up tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams fall to the Terriers 38-0. We'll take a break, come back with your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, Roy Schmidt with King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Introducing Ram Power Days with huge savings on in-stock Ram trucks. Like on the 2018 Ram 1500 regular cab 2-wheel drive Tradesman, MSRP is $31,380. Sale price is $23,999. That's a total savings of $7,381. Our 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn, MSRP is $48,960. A sale price of only $37,951. That's an astonishing $11,009 of savings. Or on the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn, with an MSRP of $51,580, it can be yours for just $40,999. If you have been waiting on buying your next Ram truck, don't wait any longer. The time to own is now. The double-digit savings is here during Ram Power Days, going on right now here at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
The This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem, your iCar Gold Class collision repair experts. It doesn't matter if your ex-girlfriend took a Louisville Slugger to your driver's rearview mirror and door, your toddler decided to turn your interior into an art museum, or the husband backed over your neighbor's garbage cans this morning. We are fully equipped to get you back on the road faster, regardless of the damage. Trained iCar collision repair technicians, great relationships with insurance companies, courtesy loaner cars, and easy access to rentals are just a few at what make us the best at what we do. So if your buddy decides to Tommy Boy your truck door into a gas station pump, or attempt the infamous Kiki challenge at a high rate of speed, just remember, Landers Collision Centers is here to help. Big or small, we tow and fix them all. Just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Get your registration appointment today for spring classes at Wren Lake College. Sophomores can begin enrolling October 10th with open registration starting October 22nd. With over 100 degree and certificate programs, Wren Lake College can put you on the fast track to a new career or continue your education. Registration continues through December 21st for classes starting January 14th. Call 618-437-5321 to set up an appointment. Wren Lake College. Your journey starts here.
Here at Community First Bank, we're proud to make a difference in the community we serve. For us, it's not just strictly about financial goals. We measure our success by fulfilling our mission of caring for our customers and our community. We do that first, and all the other pieces fall into place. We care for our community, and they care for us. And as of the end of last year, we employ 44 local employees with 871 years of combined experience, all to serve you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. All over in Carbondale tonight from Frank Flyer Field. In the SSM Health broadcast booth, we welcome you inside our Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show where the Carbondale Terriers blank your Mount Vernon Rams. 38-0 is the final. We need to take a break. We'll come back, get you caught up on some stats and more. Postgame talk as the Rams drop to 1-5. Carbondale now playoff eligible at 5-1. We'll talk more about it coming up. This is Rams football from WIX
on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Stop in today at the Wren Lake College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the golf outlet located in the Wren Lake College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
Now, back to Mount Vernon Rams football. Powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams fall tonight to Carbondale on the road, 38-0. Chris Hugo, Kyle Norris alongside on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. And Kyle, certainly did not go the way of the Rams tonight.
No, and at halftime, it could have been argued that this could have been really a Mount Vernon 4-point lead at the break if some things had fallen Mount Vernon's way. They did not. They were down 17 at the break, but really the third quarter for Carbondale just broke it wide open. The Macklin 39-yard rushing score and then 2 passing TDs from Burley to Relaford. Those 2 passes, one was an 11-yarder, the other a 96-yard TD pass. I mean, that was the difference. It really just broke Mount Vernon's heart, and really you just played another 15 or so minutes of football to get it over with.
Some interesting scoring drives, however, for Carbondale. And maybe the most impressive was the one on defense. Not even a drive.
Yeah, that was a 100-yard INT return touchdown for Jalen Love. And, I mean, he caught it right at the edge of the end zone. He had so many defenders just right there, and he somehow found a way to run all the way down the field from one end zone to the other. Credit to him, he made it 14-0 in the second quarter.
He absolutely did, and of course, a big night for the Terriers. Playoff eligible, they're 5-1. They're now 2-1 in South 7 play. They have Altoff next week. Meanwhile, the Rams dropped to 0-3 in conference play. They're now 1-5 overall. They have Cahokia next week, a Cahokia team that just demolished Centralia a moment ago. We'll talk about that coming up. We'll have your 3 stars of the game as well on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, worldwide at schmidtchevrolet.com. We appreciate their sponsorship of our postgame show. Cahokia beats Centralia 53-0 tonight. Trying to get you a Marion update. They do win over Altoff 30-0. So 3 shutouts in the South 7 tonight. Unreal. We'll take a break, come back, get you caught up on the 3 stars of the game. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
At Community First Bank, we don't just say we care about our community, we live it. 2018 is the year of you, and with our Local Matters campaign, we are thanking you for shopping local and supporting our local communities. Join us throughout the year as we spotlight local businesses, host special events, and celebrate being part of the communities we serve. With 5 banking locations and 7 ATMs, we offer the largest network of banking facilities in the Jefferson County community. At Community First, we really do strive to put the community first in everything we do. Community First Bank, where local matters.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The 3 stars of the game are next.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com with Kyle Norris. I'm Chris Hugo. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show wrapping up one final segment. Kyle, we owe 3 stars of the game. First, a reminder, Rams fell tonight 38-0 to the Carbondale Terriers, who are our 3 stars of the game.
Third star of the game tonight is going to be a guy that had some big defensive plays for the Mount Vernon Rams. Could have had a touchdown if it wasn't called back. It's Amir Span, 3 receptions, 36 yards. Like I said, the TD called back. He at least kept 1 TD off the scoreboard, maybe 2 for the Carbondale Terriers. And Amir Span, our 3rd star of the game. Second star of the game is going to be the Carbondale starting quarterback, Jakiba Burley. 3 passing touchdowns on the night for Burley, a 96-yarder, an 11-yarder, and a 15-yarder for Burley tonight. He is our 2nd star of the game and the 1st star of the game tonight. He's been our 1st star a few times here this year. That's going to go to Evan Leake. Another great night for him. 4 for 10 for 42 yards passing, 21 rushes, 109 yards rushing. And if you add in the return yards, punt return, and kick return, well over 200 yards tonight for Evan Leake. He is your 1st star of the game for the Mount Vernon Rams.
There we go. Final thoughts tonight?
Hopefully homecoming provides some extra motivation, and Mount Vernon has a little bit extra fight next week, but that 3rd quarter really just took all the fight out of them here in this one.
It certainly did. We'll see if the Rams can rediscover that fight on homecoming next Friday night against the Cahokia Comanche. 6:30 your pregame, 7 o'clock your kickoff. You're on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Saturday Sports will come your way tomorrow. We'll get Coach Kessler's thoughts and talk to him about this one. We'll also talk to Brian Lee, amongst others. Of course, you can look for that lineup on social media at WMIX Sports. It's tomorrow after the 8 o'clock news until 10 o'clock. For Kyle Norris, for Zach Mattmiller, for Grant Smith, for all of us at WMIX Sports, I'm Chris Hugo. Final score from Carbondale. Carbondale Terriers 38, the Mount Vernon Rams 0. Good night.
Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX is sponsored